deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
You already know, my guy.
I'm a current long snapper.
T-top 5, man. That's all I'm going to say.
We're blue collar, we're hard workers. That's who our fans are. That's who our school is.
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
Loneliness is worse than COVID. It's a proven fact.
I don't want a stalker.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
So you're You can't say that.
Clip, thank you for letting me hijack the show.
If it wasn't funny, then let's blame it on the duck.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, PR927FM.com. And come on and hang out on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube and Facebook Live. We are streaming live, and we will be talking to you for the next 3 hours here on Pirate Radio Live with a lot going on this Thursday. It is Masters Thursday, so we'll keep an eye on the leaderboard throughout today's program. Got some day baseball going on. We'll update you on those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. No? Okay. We've got ECU baseball to recap as the Pirates take down Old Dominion last night. So we'll talk about that one. We've got a spring football game coming up on Saturday. We'll get you ready for that. And a lot of guests to get to on this Thursday coming up in about 10-15 minutes or so. We'll tell you about Ladies Night Out going on at Harvey Hall. ECUPirateClub.com/Ladies Night. You can RSVP, and we'll give you all the details on that. That is coming up Wednesday, April the 17th. So I'll give you the details on that. Also coming up in today's program, Jack Powers, former East Carolina linebacker, will get his thoughts on the spring game coming up. He'll be there on Saturday, and well, I'm sure he's got sources on the team, so we'll get his thoughts and what he's been hearing going on out at ECU football practice regarding spring football. Jack Powers joins us on the show. An old standby, if you've been around a while here at Pirate Radio, you've heard me talk to David Hall. David used to work at the Kinston Free Press covering the Kinston Indians and East Carolina athletics. He is now in Norfolk working at the Virginian Pilot covering the Norfolk Tides and Old Dominion athletics. We'll talk some Connor Norby. We'll talk some Jackson Holiday. We'll talk some O's and a little ODU football because they are on the schedule this year for East Carolina with David Hall. Got him coming up in hour number 2. And Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, will join us coming up in hour number 3 of the program. We got Shirley Rhodes here. Intern Zach showing up to run the video. Maniac Mark in Studio B. The big dog is around. Seen Ellerby somewhere. And to my left, stepping up to the plate, Chandler Honeycutt. Hello, Chan.
In the building. Hey, Clipper. Happy Thursday.
Hey.
How was trivia last night?
Great.
Good.
We had a good crowd.
And you won.
And my team won.
Nice.
Shout out Sam, Joe, and Kelly helping out with the W last night.
My first time missing trivia in quite a while, and that was because East Carolina was getting it done on the baseball diamond last night against ODU.
Kind of an opposite game of what we saw on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Where this one took a little while longer and was a little more stressful for the Pirates, but they do get some revenge on Old Dominion last night with the victory. And credit to our guy DB, Danny Beal, who came in, kind of quieted the bats for a moment for Old Dominion. And then Ethan Norby.
My goodness gracious.
Was fantastic for the Pirates last night. You remember the other day I was talking to Wyatt Lunsford Shinkman and Ryan McChrystal and said, man, Ethan Norby gets the start the other day. And so, some things he couldn't control happened in the field, but had a very short appearance. And then Jake Hunter comes in and picks him up. And previous to that, it was Jake Hunter starting, and somebody had to come in and pick him up. Well, last night, Ethan Norby is the picker-upper and does the job for East Carolina, going 4 2/3, allowing just one run on 3 hits, 10 Ks.
10 strikeouts from Ethan Norby, and doing what his brother did, and that's dominate on the baseball diamond, and that's exactly what Ethan Norby did last night. And what a tale of 2 appearances against ODU this year, because he got the start in Virginia earlier in the year. And let me pull up his stats right now. Ethan Norby, last time he was against the Old Dominion Monarchs, he went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, that is. Had a walk and only 1 strikeout. So it was a totally different appearance last night from Ethan Norby.
And threw 32 pitches in that outing. And last night, he throws 76 pitches. 60, by the way, for Danny Beal.
And Coach Cliff Godwin after the game said that was not the plan for Ethan Norby to go out there and go that long. And really, but you can't take a guy off the mound who was just up there and had so much command. And ever since, I was actually up there sitting with in the stands when he went out there and took over for Danny Beal, and from the get-go, you could just see that he had so much confidence up there on the mound, and he was able to do that for 4 2/3 of innings.
Newton says, what's up, chat gang? ODU coach was controlling the tempo of the game. I believe they went through 8 pitchers last night. Let's see. You are correct on that. 8 pitchers for Old Dominion. That kind of more of a typical midweek game for them. I would say East Carolina using just 3 pitchers, especially after Corey Costello only went 1 inning. Yeah. You were thinking, all right, we're about to see 20 combined pitchers in this game. But East Carolina only using 2 more after that, which, again, Danny Beal, the innings eater, goes 3 1/3, kind of spread around 5 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 1. And then Ethan Norby did the job to pick up the win. He is now 2-0 on the year for the Pirates.
And great job by the offense of getting back into the game early, because you get down 2-0, and the offense was able to get back and take the lead. Then they got it back tied again. And then how about Ryan McChrystal? And he continues to stay hot. We've been talking about him lately and his bat and his offense. And last night, I'm not sure exactly. I've played baseball, but I don't know if I have enough credentials to say, all right, that's a quab. But he had a quab last night. Fouled off 2 great pitches, and went just a little too early, and then took one backside in the gap to score JC from first and get the Pirates the lead and kind of give them the confidence to go out and continue to and get the win last night.
Another electric game from Riley Johnson.
Man,
does what he does.
Diving catch in center field to start the game, then a leadoff triple. Just bringing the energy.
Carter Cunningham, 1 hit for him. JC had 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. He was stuffing the box score last night. Justin Wilcoxon, 2 for 4, knocked in 2. Bristol Carter had a hit and a run scored. And Dixon Williams, 2 hits for him last night. When you got Dixon Williams, Cliff Godwin has actually said this quote, and I will reiterate it. When you have him hitting 9, it's a sign that you got a pretty potent offense.
Yeah, and you've been seeing him kind of play a different position in the infield at second base, and maybe that's kind of messes with his mindset, but he continues to go up there. And what he's doing is when he gets on the base pass, he's showing off the speed, advancing from second to third on a fly out. And but Dixon, when you got a 9-hole hitter like Dixon Williams, you're in good shape.
So the Pirates win. They got Charlotte coming up this weekend on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Quick check at the RPI, looking at NCAA.com. East Carolina sitting at 10 right now, behind Georgia, Indiana State, UCF, Kentucky, Texas A&M, North Carolina, Florida State, Arkansas, Clemson. Love seeing North Carolina that high, because that means that whatever they do throughout this year, if they keep winning, we're going to get credit for those 2 wins we picked up on them.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 from the Tar Heels. Definitely great to see them up there in the RPI standings. And really, I mean, I know I sound like a coach or a player that comes into the studio, but you just got to keep winning and worry about yourself, and things will take care of itself.
All right, looking at the chat gang here on a Thursday. Steve says HTMFs, HT to you. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Oh, hey now. Ray says, woo. You want to
Pig. Suey?
No, John Calipari. Oh, by the way, Kentucky apparently struck out again. Scott Drew staying at Baylor.
And did you see the quote from Calipari yesterday? He said, I talked to the team. There is no team. They have one guy on their roster.
One guy.
One singular guy on their roster.
So if ECU played Arkansas right now, ECU minus 3.5.
Telling me we'd have a chance.
Yeah, I think we could beat them right now.
It'd be what, 3 against 1?
Yeah. Jerry survived the eclipse. He is back again. Hello, Jerry.
Jerry.
Skip says hey. Hello, Skip. PJ says hey as well. A happy Pirate baseball fan. Jamie says any basketball news would be nice to start getting some visits at least. I have no news, but then again I haven't checked. But I got nothing for you, Jamie. Thanks for coming. Big Dog just jumped in. What you got, Cheryl?
We have one from ECU women's basketball, and that is freshman guard Karina Gordon, or Katharina Gordon, as we like to call her, has announced that she has entered the transfer portal. She averaged about 6.5 points per game and saw a lot of playing time that she wouldn't normally see due to injuries to Sania Johnson and Micah Dennis. Yeah, so she had to grow up pretty quick, and she did announce that yesterday.
I felt like that might be coming just due to, and it feels kind of awkward to get into college kids' personal lives. Then again, I do it with Zach all the time. And John, even though he's not a college kid anymore. But she was dating Jackson. What was his name?
Antoine
Jackson, Pirate Corner. They were an item.
Yeah.
And both came to East Carolina. And Antoine Jackson left to go to where, John?
UCF. And I was about to say, Karina Gordon, you are a UCF night, because
I
didn't want to get personal.
They're both from Florida, right?
I know Antoine is. I'm not sure about Karina.
So I'm thinking that she's could be joining her boyfriend if they are still dating. Again, I don't...
This would be really awkward if they're not dating.
Is there like a Greenville or an East Carolina TMZ we could follow to?
I think we are.
We are that?
Yeah.
Zach, do you know anything? Have you seen these two maybe holding hands?
I didn't. I knew
at the library.
I knew he had a girlfriend here, Antoine. That's why he was here in the front. That's why he came here. And the whole Miami back and forth fiasco.
Yeah.
And that always confused me in the first place. And then he tried to go back to Miami and couldn't. So that's why he's at UCF now. So she'll probably be going there.
Karina is originally from Hallandale, Florida.
So yeah.
All right. There you go.
High school sweethearts.
So, well, hey, look, you can't stop love, people. When you're in love, that puppy love.
They called it puppy love.
You're going to enter the transfer portal. Simple as that.
What do you do if you're Kentucky?
You hire
Rajon Rondo,
Billy Donovan.
It's probably Billy Donovan.
I don't know.
What if they try to take Mike Schwartz?
Get at it.
Mark Adams.
Y'all, what are y'all doing?
Well, I was just saying, what if they try to take our beloved coach?
All right. Are you being serious?
No. Are we doing troll hour here?
I'm being as serious as ECU basketball right now.
Whoa.
Listen.
Wow, that was a callback for real.
Canceled.
I didn't say it wasn't unserious. You said it was unserious.
Canceled.
Boy, Zach is.
Jesus.
What are you so hot about today?
I'm happy to be here.
All right, good. I don't know, big dog. Billy Donovan.
It's wild how, and I think this happened with the ACC jobs when they ended, like when Kay and Roy and all that ended, that the next great guy is not there.
The next great guy is Dan Hurley.
Well, you're not going to get Hurley.
And you're not going to get him.
You probably can get Oates.
I think you probably get
I think they went after Oates.
Oates has already turned them down?
I think they're 0 for Oates.
I think you can either get Rick Pitino back.
That would be phenomenal.
That'd be the best.
Go out and get Rick Pitino, or see if Larry Brown has anything left in the tank.
One more cheating Larry, Roy.
You could give it to Boogie Cousins.
I don't Rajon Rondo.
I don't think Larry would like to coach today because everything he did cheating, like everybody's doing now.
It's totally unfair.
He has no advantages anymore.
Totally unfair.
Like
that old money, everybody's in that game now.
Well, he was the head coach. Didn't he hire Danny Manning's dad or something like that?
Yeah, he did it old school, like way back in the day, Kansas.
He was a
pre-Roy,
groundbreaking, cheater.
Yes,
and
transformational cheater.
Mike P says UK should go after the last chance U basketball coach. There you go. There's an idea.
I think all these blue blood programs thought they were going to get Brad Stevens, and he said, "Nah, I'm going to take this cushy office job up here in Boston."
I hadn't heard his name, so are they trying to?
No, I think that was like that to me. That was like the last great top guy in college, like before Hurley.
We talked about this Tuesday. What about Dawn Staley?
She's got to get a call, right?
Stays in the SEC, but goes from women's to men's basketball.
Yeah, I don't know. It is interesting, though, to see Kentucky
struggle, being
turned down more times than Chandler.
That is very sad, Kentucky.
I shouldn't talk about you, Chandler. 'Cause last night somebody went after you unfairly.
I know.
And we'll talk about that later in the show, but I got some guests to get on. PJ says Kevin Keats, Final Four.
Oh, hey. Hot off a Final Four run. It would be great to see State fans go that roller coaster.
The thing is, though, State fans would probably be like, all right, we don't like them anyway.
We never liked them in the first place. These past few months were just a fling.
Yeah.
It was just fun. We were just having fun.
Yeah.
Joe Dooley.
All right. If y'all are going to be serious today, what are we even doing here?
My bad.
That's all right. Let's take a break.
Let's do it.
I did say Dawn Staley. But I think that's more realistic.
I think that's more
serious than what I said.
Yes.
Can Staley coach the Hornets? I mean, she played in Charlotte.
Charlotte Sting.
She played for the Sting.
They're already interviewing one.
They did interview a female.
The Sacramento G League coach.
Yep. It's going to happen. I thought it was going to happen with Becky Hammond.
Yeah.
In San Antonio.
Is she still there with Pop or what?
I think she's in the WNBA now.
She's been the coach of the Las Vegas Aces for the last couple of years.
And they're good, right?
Yeah,
Shirley?
they won the championship this past year and the year before.
All right, let's take a break. When we return, we'll let you know about a ladies' night out coming up Wednesday, April 17th at Harvey Hall. We'll give you all the details when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
Pirate Fest, presented by Optimum, offers a full day of piratical tomfoolery for all ages. This free event includes over 125 vendors, food trucks, art demos, inflatables, and of course, pirates. Join us on Saturday, April 20th from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. for live pirate reenactments, great food, and so much more. Finish off the day with a concert at the Greenville Toyota Amphitheater from Sister Hazel with special guest Taylor Holder. For more information, visit piratefestnc.com. It's going to be awesome.
It's time to save at Beauty Bar Medispa's Spring Extravaganza, April 8th through the 12th. Mark your calendar, but don't wait for the sale. Schedule your free consultation today to get the inside scoop on all the sale pricing. Your free consultation will allow you to understand your options and plan your budget so you can save on services such as Botox, filler, laser treatments, facials, skincare, and more. Schedule your free consultation and mark your calendar April 8th through the 12th. BeautyBarMedispa.com.
Country music artist and comedian Rodney Carrington is coming May 4th to Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Join Weldon Mills Theater for a memorable event where you can relax and make lasting memories. Get your tickets for Rodney Carrington on May 4th at weldonmillstheater.com.
At U.S. Cellular, you can get a new phone for $830 off with no trade-in needed with any unlimited data plan, which means you don't have to trade in your old phone for a new one. That must sound good to you, guy with a junk drawer.
I'm going to sell it to my sister. Who am I kidding? It's going right in the junk drawer.
Get $830 off. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas, our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapples. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
I love it.
Pirate Radio.
I'm glued all day.
Pirate Radio.
Listen to me, rocks, baby.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Got a big event coming up next Wednesday, April the 17th. And we are joined today in the Pirate Radio studios by Danielle Morin and Jen Hall to talk about Ladies Night Out going on next week.
Excited.
I can tell by your voice. Danielle, welcome in. First of all, tell everybody what you do.
Yes, so I am one of our fundraisers in the Pirate Club for ECU Athletics, and I oversee some of our regions in the state of North Carolina, and then also work on our capital campaign projects, and then I also help with our sports restricted giving.
Okay, and Jen, other than being Jennings Hall's mother, What do you do?
She's a rock star.
No, Daniel just asked me to be on this committee just for one because I do have a daughter that plays college sport at ECU,
Yeah.
and my husband was former president of the Pirate Club.
Okay, and we have had Jennings on the show before, and like her a lot, and glad to hear she'll be playing another year at ECU, right?
One more year, yep.
Hey,
She's excited.
don't
The grandma of the team.
If you don't have to grow up, don't do it.
No, college forever.
She's taking it on as long. She would stay here forever if she could.
Awesome stuff. All right, so Ladies Night Out. Tell us about this event coming up, Danielle.
Yes, so it is our first annual Ladies Night Out. So this is something that we're really excited that's kind of coming together, and that will be a yearly event. And it is something where we are inviting women of the community to come out and support our varsity female student athletes. So we are raising money for our varsity women's sports, and the money raised from the night will be split amongst their restricted funds.
Awesome.
So, don't have to be a Pirate Club member to attend. So we're just calling all moms, aunts, sisters, whoever. Jen's got a daughter that plays college volleyball and a daughter in middle school, and we just want to get together and celebrate our female student athletes. We'll have 20 different vendors there that are giving proceeds back to our female varsity sports restricted accounts that night. And then we'll also have representatives from all of our women's sports teams. They'll have soccer balls for people to try soccer, volleyballs to try whatever they call it with volleyball.
Spiking, setting,
I don't know, yeah.
digging.
Something they can do in Harvey Hall.
Okay.
But, we're just kind of really excited to see the community come out and show support for our female student athletes.
So this will be Wednesday, April the 17th.
Yes.
This will be at 5:30. The doors open.
Yep. We'll be in Harvey Hall. So that is the big building that is in the end zone of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. There is parking available on both sides, free parking as well too. $25. You can register at the door or ahead of time. But we have a goal of 200 people. So excited to see kind of how it grows.
You can enjoy food and beverages, and you mentioned the local vendors and the business. So tell everybody about all of those details: the food, the beverages, and the local vendors.
Yeah, so we'll have everything from kids' clothes to women's clothes to we've got some pirate wear that will be out there. We've got a dog boutique that sells dog collars.
Okay.
So, Wildflower Boutique. We've got some other businesses that are coming out. So, we saw a lot of great support from our local businesses here when we asked about it. And, local businesses are just so vital to the community of Greenville. So we're excited to come together with this partnership. We'll have a cash bar. Sub crushes will be available. Everyone loves a sub crush.
No doubt.
And we'll have some heavy hors d'oeuvres.
Awesome. And looking at it from a sports perspective and a women's sports perspective, softball has been playing well lately. Got a sweep last weekend. Volleyball making it to the postseason. I took my daughter to watch that tournament game, which was a lot of fun. Women's basketball making another run to the conference championship. So a lot of highlights from the ladies.
A lot of highlights, making some noise, and it's the perfect time to capitalize. This is the first time that the women's March Madness had more viewership than the men.
Yeah, the championship had more viewers than the women's championship had more than the men for the first time ever.
And so
awesome.
we're kind of excited. And, Jen's seen just in the past 4 years since Jennings has been in volleyball, the crowds grow. So the community's kind of taking it by storm and is really showing their support. And one of the really cool things that we'll have is a panel of student athletes. We've got 4 student athletes that the guests will hear from, and then we also have a panel of moms that our crowd will hear from. And Jen's one of our guests on the panel, but just to kind of talk about what it's like to raise a daughter, that's playing volleyball in college, but then she also has a middle school volleyball player, and where we want to see our women's sports continue to grow and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I was just a buddy of mine who comes on the show, Brandon Manning, has a daughter that is playing the travel volleyball now, and all the time and energy that takes up, but the support of the child is awesome. Jen, did Jennings get her athletic ability from you? Are you a former player?
Of course. No, I'm not. I'm a little short.
But that's awesome too to hear both sides of the equation there from the athlete and the mom.
The mom perspectives.
All right, Danielle, what else? Anything else folks need to know about?
We're going to sell raffle tickets, raffle items.
We'll have some raffle items as well too. We're just excited, and it's an awesome event. We've really been working hard on it, and we've got a great committee of moms that are kind of helping us guide the way. And so we're just really excited to see Greenville show up and show support for our student athletes.
What is the easiest way right now for people out there who are not in the Pirate Club to sign up today?
Yep, so the easiest way is you can go to ecupirateclub.com/ladiesnight. It's also taking money at the door as well, so $25. Whatever works. We know that everyone, not just women, but have crazy schedules, and you may not be able to know until the hour before if you can make it, but we're just encouraging people to come out, whether you can stay for the whole time, an hour, just 20 minutes. We'd love to see your support.
So you can RSVP ecupirateclub.com/ladiesnight or show up.
Either way.
Okay.
Either way, yes.
$25 per person. Doors open 5:30 next Wednesday, April 17th at Harvey Hall. And those are the details, and it should be a great night.
Yes.
It's going to be a great night.
And you said the first annual, so you are preparing for next year's already?
Yes, our goal is to be in Minges Coliseum. So,
Okay.
yes, dreaming big. We got
And then 5 years from now, you'll be in Dowdy Ficklin Stadium.
Right. I love it. We'll have a big gala.
Awesome stuff. Well, thank y'all for coming. Anything else?
No, that's it. We appreciate you having us on. Thank
No? All right. Thank you. And good luck with the event coming up Wednesday, April 17th. Ladies Night Out. You do not have to be in the Pirate Club to attend the event. And you can RSVP now, ecupirateclub.com/ladiesnight, or show up at the door next Wednesday, 5:30 at Harvey Hall. All right. Danielle Morin and Jen Hall joining us on the program today. We'll take a time out, come back, have more for you. Hour number 1, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Southern Ease has arrived, Pirate Nation. Whether you savor the bourbon flavor or indulge in other delightful options, Southern Ease gummies are here to elevate your moments. And here's the best part: you can enjoy them with an exclusive discount. Head over to southernease.com now and use the code PIRATE at checkout for a fantastic 25% off your first order. At Southern Ease, you can be living life to your fullest, one sweet moment at a time. southernease.com.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43 just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price, or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
Hey Wood Ducks fans, be sure to purchase your single game tickets online at WoodDucksBaseball.com. Have a big group? No problem. Book your group tickets by calling our front office at Granger Stadium. This year's schedule features the return of daily themes including Tribute Tuesday, Winning and Wind Down Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Mother Earth Friday, Pepsi Saturday, and Dogs and Dogs Day. Make sure to follow the Down East Wood Ducks on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook so you don't miss anything. We hope to see you out at Granger Stadium all season long. Let's go Woodies!
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice.
ECU Athletics. All right, we got a first time I've seen this name at the top of the leaderboard today. New name, Bryson DeChambeau.
DeChambeau,
the top of the Masters leaderboard.
Who had a hole-in-one yesterday.
Dropped it right in
the bucket.
On the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by Dubbuck. John Rahm, Scotty Scheffler, Cameron Smith, and a group are at 2 under par. Danny Willett 3 under, Ryan Fox 4 under, and that is the list of names that are chasing Bryson DeChambeau here on day one. Excuse me. Phil Mickelson is 1 under. Will Zalatoris. What time's Tiger tee off? Is he playing yet?
It was initially set for like 1:24.
Oh, okay.
And then there was a delay, a weather delay, and now it's like 3:54, I believe.
Yeah, going to be later on this hour. You got guys.
He's got a lot of golf to play in little time.
Is this typical? Like Colin Morikawa tees off at 4:30? That seems very late.
I think usually everybody would be teed off by about 2:30.
Well, I'm teed off now.
Yeah, I'm teed off right
at these
now.
late times.
Well, they had a 2-hour-ish rain delay because of those storms that are pulling through here now.
Right. So Morikawa will probably not finish his round today.
Sun's setting, 7:30?
That's gonna be a tight window.
Yeah.
Either way, I like a little night golf. I'll take that.
Mind that. Yeah.
Go home, grab some dinner, and watch a little Masters coming up tonight. So we'll follow that throughout today's program. Also, some scores in baseball. Boy, the Mets bats woke up for one Thursday in Atlanta. They are putting it on the Braves right now. It is 12-4 in the bottom of the 8th. Braves have the bases loaded. And Kansas City scored 9 runs in the first inning on the Houston Astros. They lead at 9-1 in the 5th inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubbuck.
Dubbuck. I guess they don't have any trash cans in the dugout there.
Ooh.
Hey-oh!
Speaking of jokes, last night I received a message in my inbox, John.
Yeah.
Somebody at Clark LeClaire Stadium had taken a picture of the back of your head, showing that one little button.
Yeah.
So you wearing a snapback hat.
Sure.
And you had to go the distance. That one last little button holding on tight.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Enjoying what? I'm setting the scene, man. It's radio. We got people driving in their cars. You got to paint the picture for them, man.
Yeah.
Because you have a giant head. But somebody out in the wild took a picture of you and the back of your head and said...
It was a good joke.
It was a good caption to that picture. It said, using all the snaps he can, is this why he is a long snapper? It kind of doesn't make sense, but it kind of does. I see where he was going with it. Oh, I said he. So now you know it's a male.
I already know who it is. I already know. And it's actually funny because when I saw the post, I was like, who did that? And like I saw the net and where I stand like in the 8th inning getting ready for post game, I was like, was somebody in that area that took a picture of the back of my head? But then I remembered, I'm about to call this guy out. I remembered that I'll go up in the stands and I like to sit with Blair Bagley. Blair! Who likes to say, Chandler, clip! But I go and sit with Blair. But who sits behind Blair? It's a lovely family. It's a great family. A beautiful family. You got their 2 awesome kids, Maggie and Mason. You've got the wife, Hannah. Then you got the husband, Brandon Manning.
What a piece of work he is.
Yeah, right?
So you are saying that Brandon Manning is the culprit?
Brandon Manning's the one that took the picture.
I'll not confirm that.
Head.
I'm not confirming that. In fact, today on Twitter, he said, how did I get dragged into this? So he's denying it.
That's easy to say. That's a good, smoke screen.
Jamie also believes it was Brandon Manning. He said, I was surprised Brandon Manning was talking about other people's head size. Seriously? Do we need to have a head off?
No. No, we don't.
Huh? Huh?
No, we do not need to have a head off.
Pike said since Chandler is starting a diet, measure his head and then track that with the weight loss. What if this diet, what if your head...
It's like a peanut.
What if your head shrinks?
That'd be nice.
I'm looking at you now, Chandler. You just have a big face. You're just a big-faced guy, you know? You got a big face.
Thanks, man.
You got a lot of land area up there. A lot of square mileage.
Yeah.
All right. Jeremy Lewis. Ever heard of him, Zach?
The football player?
Great defensive end.
He's a great defensive end.
Said, as a fellow big head, you got to be able to catch 2 snaps.
Like the 2 snaps
I think
on the...
he's trying to talk about you got to squeeze 2.
When were you a 2-snap guy? When you were like 7, 8 years old?
Look, there's 2 Pirate Radio hats that I own. Actually 3. But the 2 that I wear the most is a black hat and a purple hat. The purple hat, I can put 2 snaps on. The black hat, I can only put 1 snap on. I could do 2 snaps, but it's going to hurt.
You're going to have the Peyton Manning head.
Yeah, it's going to hurt.
One of the craziest things I've ever heard in my life and seen with my own 2 eyes was when you got one of those 23 hats from UBE and you got the medium large size, not the large extra large.
But now it stretches, and I think I stretched it to its max.
Why did you not get the biggest size?
It was given to me.
Okay.
And that's the only size they had.
Okay.
And it was out at the concourse of Clark LeClaire Stadium.
You kind of wear it like
Thank you, Jenny, by the way, for the hat. I love that hat.
You wear it like a yarmulke. You wear it like one of those hats with a propeller on top of it. It's at the very top of your head. Tyler said that button was struggling, as Joe Namath would say. Chad said, I hope whoever was sitting behind him had on eye protection. That snap could go at any minute. We need somebody videotaping that last little button snap at all times, because to see the slow-mo of it exploding would be awesome. That would be great.
Oh, yeah. One of those inverted cannons firing off last night. That wasn't the cannon. It was the snap, the back of my hat.
The Pirates, McChrystal drives in Jacob Jenkins Coward.
And they said, hey, why did you do that? And the guy that does the cannon said, that wasn't me. And then I'm over there, the back of my hat explodes.
Jamie says, is it me, or do you not think Brandon Manning has a big head? Yeah, he's got a big head. But
I can't say anything about anybody having a big head.
Right.
Can't do it.
What are you doing?
Multitasking.
All right.
I'm working to a frazzle.
What?
You ever heard that?
I don't think so.
To a frazzle? I don't know what it means, but I heard it growing up.
Last night,
keep saying last night, and it makes me want to do the Morgan Wallen song.
It makes me want to do At Night I Think of You.
It makes me want to say last night we let the liquor down.
Did Morgan Wallen get in trouble again?
Threw a chair off a 6-story building and almost hit 3 cops.
He's facing 1 to 5.
Yeah.
1 to 5 what?
Physical years.
He ain't doing no time.
Probably not.
Celebrities don't go to jail.
Hey, you do the crime,
OJ
you gotta
did.
do the damn.
OJ went to jail.
OJ went to jail, and today OJ went to hell.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I'm just trying to rhyme.
OJ's dead, if you haven't heard.
Ladies and gentlemen,
news.
The juice has expired.
The juice is soiled.
Pardon me?
Soiled, spoiled.
Soiled and spoiled. OJ Simpson. Was he murdered?
No.
What happened?
He had cancer.
Prostate cancer.
Ooh.
He had the cancer.
Oh, the big C.
Which he was just diagnosed like 2 months ago.
Yeah. How did ESPN handle this? I saw they had a picture of him on the front page.
They did a whole thing whenever at noon when the Masters were supposed to be playing. Interrupted my viewing.
The complicated legacy of O.J. Simpson. What's so complicated about it?
What happened?
Next story.
I just love that his book's
Stephen A.
called-
Smith reacts to the death of O.J. Simpson.
This is preposterous.
I'll skip that one.
I just love that his book's called If I Did It. But all you can see on the cover is I did it.
How gross is that? Yeah, just a...
What a man he was.
What a time. What a time. Y'all were not alive.
No.
Man.
God, my dad talks about, I think he was teaching school at the time and was in class and turned it on in class. He was a PE teacher.
There's a Shrek 2 reference, or a reference to him in Shrek 2, where they're running on a carriage through the woods, and it says there's a white Ford Bronco headed east through the forest.
Yeah, I remember watching the chase live with some friends of mine, and was that during like a Knicks playoff game?
Yes, Knicks and Raptors.
The Raptors were not a team yet.
Oh, Knicks and
They did not exist.
Rockets.
Yeah, it was a championship.
Not Raptors. Rockets.
Yeah. Mike P said OJ's cancer is still trying to find the real killer.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's tough right there, Mike P. All right, OJ's gone. Anything else? Are you ever going to get off your phone?
I'm working, man.
I understand that, but like, how long is this job going to take?
I keep making mistakes.
Why don't you just wait till the break?
I can't stop. I'm a working man.
You can't stop. You haven't done anything.
I have done a lot of things, but I had to delete a lot of things because I keep messing up. I'm getting quote tweets from that awesome interview you just did for the ladies night, ECU Pirate Club.
Jack Power is going to join us coming up at 4:00. We'll talk some spring football, and we'll talk about Jack's big boy job. Ooh. If he cares to discuss it, and what all that entails. New episode of the Holt Naylor Show came out earlier today. Big John, they talked some strength conditioning with Big John, and I talked to Holton about this yesterday. Conditioning, Chandler, going to be one of the top priorities, already is, with John David Baker and his new offense and the speed and the tempo and things like that. And I know that's on the forefront for East Carolina this offseason.
Yeah, talking to all the offensive players we've talked to after scrimmages this year so far, they've talked about that tempo and going fast and the how conditioning has been tough to get ready for that up-tempo offense. So, and I was able to see it kind of firsthand last week, and there's no joke about it. They're going as fast as they can when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. So, yeah, got to crank up the conditioning, and the guy to do it is Big John Williams.
Chad just gave me a flashback. Chad Moore says we were in 8th grade during the trial. Here's what Chad actually said, and then I'll tell you what he meant to say. Is that cool? Mm-hmm. We were in 6th grade during the trail. I remember watching an English class. Then he corrects that and says 8th. So, rough sentence there. Clearly, they were watching the trial and not doing English because Chad sucks at English. Maybe a little less OJ and a little more diving into those English books, Chad.
I love how Chad would look. I love how Chad looked at that sentence and said, "Oh, I made a mistake. It was 8th grade
during
during
the trail." I just had a memory. I think I watched it in Miss Ayers' best class, and she was a crazy woman. She was a weird lady.
That sounds like a crazy woman's name.
We had to do calligraphy in that class.
Ugh.
What are we doing? And when we had a test,
What are we doing here?
She would drop off the test on our desk and say, like, bon chance. She would say, like, good luck or something in French. It was the weirdest class ever. But I just had a major flashback.
Hey, did
to
your
that
heart always stop when the teacher's passing out papers and she's like, "All right, there you go. All right, there you go. Sally, there you are. Oh, and Clip. There you go. Clip, there you are."
You did the fold?
Oh, man. That used to scare me to death.
Wait, so did they not fold the others? They only folded yours?
Oh, yeah.
Because it was a 47?
Well, there would be like certain people. She would go, "All right."
Why make it so obvious?
She'd say, "Sydney, there you go. Carlos, there you go."
You got to fold everybody.
She's like, "Chandler, all right, there you take that."
That's funny. What kind of class?
That never happened to you?
Yeah, I remember something to that effect.
But I always knew it wasn't good. So, like, when she would hand it to me, I would keep it like that. And I would just kind of, like, wait. And then I'd go, "Whoa, boy."
Even if I was doing well, those getting grades and getting report cards and stuff was some high anxiety moments, you know? For the most part, I love school because it was like a place to hang out with friends.
Intergrade testing, that was probably some of the most stressful times of my life. EOG?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be like, I don't know.
I remember, I feel like kids now, do we used to have that in art? Shirley, did we have that kind of, like the end of grade stuff they have now? We used to do something similar, but like, I don't
it
feel
was the end of year. You had your end of the year exams, but they didn't carry as much. It carried weight, but it didn't carry as much weight as the EOGs carry. Because if you fail your EOGs, but you pass all year long, it counts for like some weird high number. And it could, if you fail your EOGs, you could potentially fail your grade.
Right. I think there's a lot more pressure now. And
there's
probably
no question about that.
I remember I didn't pass one EOG, and I got so upset. And then I still went to the next grade. I can't remember, but like my mom was a school teacher, so she was kind of like, "Don't stress. Like you're not going to be held back."
She cooked the books.
Yeah. Huh? No. She taught at a completely different school. So.
Jamie said they didn't call it EOG back where we were in school. For whatever reason, I was a good, I feel like I was a pretty good test taker. So I didn't stress much. Clues. Yeah. But I don't think we had it as hard as far as end of year stuff as kids do today. From what I gather anyway. From the stress it causes Lily at the end of every year.
Yeah, because, I mean, I don't think it was ever as much of a pressure cooker in terms of pass fail when it comes to our exams. You just took it at the end of the year. It was a percentage of your grade, and then it would average out. So if you did fine during the year, failing the exam was not going to kill you as far as your grade goes. But I think it's completely the opposite now.
Tyler said, "No child left behind, just push them through." They were like, "Man, if we keep this Honeycutt kid around much longer, we're not going to have an 8th grade graduation cap that'll fit him. We got to get this guy out of here." Was that good?
Not really.
Nah, I wasn't good.
Nah. And another thing, too, that was so stressful, and I look back at now, and I'm like, why did I get so stressed out about that? Was like the ACT and the SAT. Like, I feel like that just really doesn't matter that much nowadays.
It doesn't. It mattered when I took it, but it doesn't matter for you guys.
Yeah, I feel like it was like the only deal. I don't know what the ACT is. I took the SAT a couple times.
The ACT is required now. The SAT is not.
Okay.
And see, I only took an SAT because I don't even think the ACT existed when I took it. So.
What did you take the SAT, Zach?
I took both.
What'd you get? Let me guess. I'm gonna say you got like SAT? A 12.
Well, what was your scale when you did it?
Like 1600 was the best.
I didn't know if they changed it because my mom was different when she did it.
So what'd you get?
I got a 1270.
Yeah, I knew it. You're a smart guy.
I try.
I got a 1070.
That's still not bad.
I was glad to hit quadruple digits, to be honest. I did really good on the English written part or whatever, and not so good at the math part.
I was the other way around.
I remember when I took the SAT, there were two versions. One was like English heavy, and just a little bit of math, and then you had another version that was the opposite. And I was praying I would get the English version because I'm stronger in English than I am in math, and unfortunately, I got handed the math portion. And I did not do so well because they had a lot of geometry questions. And when I was in high school, you did not have to take geometry in order to graduate high school. However, if you wanted to go to college, you had to take geometry. I was never told that by my guidance counselor, so I didn't get to take geometry until the summer after I graduated high school. So when I took the SAT, I only made somewhere between 800 and 900, and that was because I got the math heavy version of the SAT, and they give you like 400 points for spelling your name right or something. So I didn't do too good.
I just feel like we waste a lot of time on like brain space, learning parabolas and stuff. Like, I don't need that stuff. Like, for people that need it, that's great.
Yeah, explain to me how a 90-degree angle is going to help me, keep a roof over my head.
Everybody should not have to learn that stuff.
No.
That's why I thought a lot of the classes that we had back then, really, your home ec classes,
that's important. I think history is important.
Yes.
Geography is important.
I took a class called Consumer Economics, and that was how to balance a checkbook, how to, purchase a home, how to factor in interest rates and things like that. I mean, that's the type of math that people should be learning how to do.
Yeah.
I don't
everyday math.
Yeah, algebra, come on now. When's the last time you saw X over Y?
Yeah, I can do statistics, but I can't do any of that stuff that I actually need.
Yeah.
Chad says Zach Morris got a 1502.
Well, that's hard to do considering you have to do it in intervals of 10.
Well, it was a
television show.
Oh,
it was a TV show.
Joey says, "What's up, my pasty brothers?"
What's up, brother?
Joey, that's a racist.
What's up, brother?
I'll take it.
Okay.
What do you mean by that, brother?
If you can say it, I can say it.
What is it? Happy Tuesday? What is it? It's
Check
Tuesday.
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 I don't know what that is, and I refuse to find out what that is.
I just find it enjoyable that they do it.
I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't need to be exposed to everything. I'm old. Y'all can enjoy that. I'm past that. I'm like Rick James B. I'm Chappelle Show references.
ECU Baseball's posting it now.
That's fine. Good for them. They're cutting edge. They're hip. They're cool.
Oh, when Bryson DeChambeau hit his hole-in-one yesterday on the way to get his ball out of the hole, he was going...
Man, this guy, is he a trillionaire yet? Because everybody's doing his thing.
I don't even think he's a millionaire.
That is a shame because it is everywhere. I can't get away from it. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Newton says consumer math way more important than Algebra 1. 100%.
I agree.
Chad says...
I don't disagree.
PE is important because you never know when you will need the rules to Foursquare. Man, I'd love... Y'all want to get a game of Foursquare?
I have not played Foursquare in forever. I used to love that game.
Let's do a pickup game.
Wait, is that like where you hit the ball into the squares? Like there's a ball and then...
No, you're on concrete or whatever. There's squares taped out or painted out, and you're...
A ball.
You're slapping the ball.
That's literally what I was talking about.
You don't put ball in a square.
Hitting the ball in the
try to hit it into their
square.
square.
The ball gets to your square, you have to...
Yes.
And if it touches the line, you're out.
Yeah.
I played that game.
Yes.
At the pool all the time.
That is it. Perkle says if you're watching Augusta, Tiger is all like, welcome to the gun show. Is he showing off the guns today? Jeremy says, fun fact, intern Zach dressed up as Zach Morris once for throwback day in middle school.
I completely forgot that's who I was dressed up as, I'm going to be honest.
Okay, preppy. Well, take a time out, come back. Jamie says, I hope Shirley is better at Foursquare than she is three-point shooting. Ooh.
Who said that?
Wasn't Jamie.
That was Jerry.
That was Jerry.
Oh,
All right, let's take a break.
All right, let's get a break.
You're done, Bo.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Ahoy, Pirates! It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Winter ship has sailed and it's time to spring into turkey season. Stop by, mention this ad, and we will give you a set of Primos pattern turkey targets to help you get sighted in. Speaking of spring, we're cleaning house with deals you can't miss. Tune in weekly for details, and don't forget we've got the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC and over 60 years of experience in helping meet your firearm needs. Shop online or come see us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we are stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
The wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of NASCAR, is now live in North Carolina. You can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with the promo code PIRATE and bet $5 will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now using the code PIRATE and bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with the code PIRATE. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Deposit and eligibility restrictions apply. Terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC. NASCAR is not a sponsor of this promotion and is used under license.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Did you know that there's thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that love ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. If you know of a family that needs tickets to a game, call Robbie's Clubhouse at 252-916-9117. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I'm Googling, 8th grade test for adults. I'd like for all of us to take a middle school test to see how we would do and post the results.
I don't perform well with tests. I'm one of those people. I don't do well with tests.
Good. That'll make for a great segment. Sounds like you're in.
Great. Okay, thanks.
All right, let's welcome into the program former Pirate linebacker and part of the Holton Naylor Show. He is Jack Powers joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. What's up, Jack?
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Excited to be here.
Were you a scholar growing up in school?
No, just similar to the field. Got to work a little harder than everyone else, huh?
Gotcha. Was it like, hey, if I want to play football, I got to do good in school? Did you get that?
I was never that bad.
Yeah.
But near the end of high school, it was kind of like, my mom tried to sign me up for these classes to study for the SAT, and I wasn't having it. And I told her, I was like, you're better off just saving your money. Like, I'm not going to go. And it was either I was going to be a frat boy at the University of Alabama, where you need a pulse to get in, or I was going to play football and I'd get some assistance getting into school. So, C's get degrees, and that was the mindset early on.
There you go. C's get degrees. Jack Powers joining us. Got the Masters on. We'll get a leaderboard check here. And Jack, we were talking to Holton. So I asked Holton who's the golf guy on the Holton Naylor Show. It's like, is it Caden? Does Jack know anything? Drew, mate? He said, I think I'm the golf guy.
Yeah, I'd probably put him on top of the boards. I follow along for sure. I think it's definitely something that I'm going to get into more now with my own athletic career being over.
Right.
But Masters is on. I'm definitely watching it the whole time.
What kind of pants?
Who's the dude wearing cargo pants? Maybe I should root for him.
Jason Day.
Yeah.
Man.
They're like baggy cargo pants.
I've never seen that before.
It's like me going to the grocery store on a weekend.
So you're telling me Caden Norman's is he a golf guy at all?
He seems like
he seems like he'd be a big golf.
He's for sure probably has some picks in there. We need to talk to him about his picks.
Are you so do you plan on maybe playing more now that your football career's over?
Absolutely. Just got cleared from the surgery, so I'll be
nice.
I'll be swinging the club here soon.
Good to hear. Jack, can you tell us about your job?
Yeah, I'm looking to move out to Colorado probably at the end of next month. Going into medical device sales. So, I've always wanted to do sales and got in contact with some good people, and it's a good opportunity. So I'm excited.
Shirley, hit Mike Houston 6 because I asked him on Tuesday if he saw Isaiah Winstead's touchdown, keeping up with the guys, and he actually brought up Jack. So let's hear that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Keeping an eye on those.
Yeah, I texted with him. I gave him a day, so I texted with him the next day and just told him how excited I was for him. And, Noah and Holton, they're down there with him and just, really excited for those guys. And, whether it's that or, Jack Powers got a job today, he texted me, and it's a really good job. And, we had talked to, the company that he was interviewing with, and I want to see our guys be able to go out and chase their dreams, whatever that is, whether it's football or something else. And I'm really proud of the kids that we've had graduate from here and go on and what they're doing in their lives right now.
Mike Houston from Tuesday, that was pretty cool to hear, Jack, and I guess he gave you a good reference.
Yeah,
for that job.
And that's something that kind of Coach Houston, Coach Harrell, and Coach Dowse, who's not Pittsburgh, they've all kind of stuck to their word. Coming here to play football was important, but my goal was to walk out here with an MBA. And so they always pushed me in times where I wanted to kind of back off from that and just be like, you know what, let me go take some undergrad classes and play ball. They were like, no, that's not why you came here. And they follow up with their word all the way to this moment. So, couldn't ask for anything more from them, and I'm grateful for them.
That's awesome to hear. So, Jack, you'll be around these parts for another month or so, you say, and then off to Colorado.
Yep.
You know anybody out there? Or?
My old coaching staff from Nevada is actually in northern Colorado at Colorado State. So I know, obviously, them. But other than that, not really. It's kind of just how I ended up here on a limb, and I've enjoyed every minute over here, and hopefully I'll be back. Love it.
And you don't mind that, I guess. You've traveled quite a bit, sounds like, in your life already. So you'll be You'll be out there. Good stuff. Back to the golf real quick as we see Tiger Woods sink a putt.
Birdie. He is 1 under now. So first hole, he gets a bird.
And we're going to dissect everything he does as far as health and stuff, but he looks fit. Yeah. I mean, he looks like the old Tiger. You just got to wonder how much he's, in pain or feeling right now, but certainly looks good out there. Did you take any flyers on anybody, Jack, for the Masters?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to go one with Scotty, and I just did some low unit futures, but I did Scotty, I did one for Brooks, and then I did a Matsuyama top 10 finish, so we'll see how those play out.
You end up doing anything, Sean?
No, and I guess it's not too late to put in
No,
something.
you could do something Sunday if you want.
Yeah, so I'll definitely put something in and keep an eye on it.
I don't have any shares in Bryson DeChambeau, but right now he is 3 shots ahead of second place. He is 7 under par.
He can drive the ball.
He can. Yeah. I haven't watched any live. He looks a little smaller to me than I remember. I don't know. Maybe am I wrong? Have you seen him this week, Chandler?
I haven't seen him
because he used to be so dang big.
He's built.
I feel like he's a little leaner. I don't know.
Yeah. Still can drive the golf ball.
Maybe he's been doing some stuff with Big John. How was the Big John interview on the Holton Naylor show, Jack?
It was great, and Holton made a good point early on. Big John doesn't do too many interviews. So, if you're able to talk to him, that means probably he cares about you or the guy above him's telling him to. But I think in our case, it's because he cares about us, and that's just the kind of coach he is. He's there for everyone. He connects with everyone, and he does a damn good job at what he does.
What do you think about DJ Big John? Because I feel like I think he's behind some of the music at practice.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. If you go out to the practice, he's in his tower on the phone, and he gets some help from some of the guys leading up to the spring ball or fall camp or whatever it is. But he does a good job at mixing it up and feeling out the day.
There's obviously a lot of there's some rap and stuff the kids are into now, I guess. But I'm shocked at the early 2000s kind of almost punk metal, the stuff what's an example, Avenged Sevenfold, or there's some very random stuff in there that I can't believe is in his catalog.
There's some stuff where it comes on and everyone's kind of like, what are we doing here? But also, you got a picture when you're at the facility all day, the locker room's playing music and the team meeting, you're playing music, so you need a little change of scenery every once in a while, and a lot of times at practice, you're so busy and caught up in what you're actually doing, that's just kind of like background noise to you. So.
Right. As far as strength and conditioning coaches go, Jack, you've experienced several now, I imagine, in your time playing football. Obviously, they're putting out a plan. They're working with you. There's also, I guess, you got to be a good motivator, too. So a lot probably goes into it. What do you think the key factors are to a successful strength coach, and what makes Big John a good strength coach?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give away too much of what we talked about on the podcast, but one of the things that makes him special, and he hit on it, was the assistance that he has, too. In a profession like that, you can't do anything solely by yourself. You're working with a football guys, roughly teams of upwards of 90 people. You got 90 kids coming in different groups and stuff, and you need different coaches that helps connect with all of them, helps bring different kind of motivation or juice, if you will. And you also kind of get some new techniques and new thoughts on different things with that. So his assistants do a great job and feeding him kind of information, and he kind of puts it all together and does a great job of that. So, yeah.
Big John working out the Pirates, and hopefully they'll be in shape this fall, because it sounds like this offense is going at a high rate of speed, and that is something, talking to Parker Moore, hearing from Dustin Hall, that they are getting acclimated to right now. As far as the spring game goes, Jack, and Mike Houston said that the leadership council was going to break the team into 2 teams. They're going to play purple versus gold, going to be 15-minute quarters, running clock until the final 2 minutes of the first half and second half. Does that sound similar to what you guys did a year ago?
Yeah, I'll be out there. I'm excited for it. And those kind of games and stuff, he wants to see some certain situations. So if there's anything he hasn't gotten in the last couple scrimmages, he'll probably put that in himself. But other than that, I mean, a lot of new competition. I'm excited to watch it.
I feel like it is just it's another practice, but it's a practice in front of the fans, and you get that game day feeling. So if you feel really good about where you are, maybe you just run it like a practice, or you don't put that much thought into it. But East Carolina right now, they need to sell some tickets after what happened last year. It really sounds like they want to kind of put on a show this Saturday. So that gets me excited.
Yeah, and the season tickets are actually above where they were last year at this time.
Yeah.
So that kind of speaks volumes to the fan base that we have here in Greenville. But also, I think with the new offense and stuff, I'm sure Coach isn't going to put out necessarily everything because, I mean, easily there could be people from App, Liberty, Old Dominion, stuff like that driving down to see it. So, I mean, I'm excited to see nonetheless, but I definitely think there's positives.
Jack, you got buddies and sources littered throughout this team. So you hearing anything? What are you hearing about the QBs? Caden Hauser, Jake Garcia, and Chan said with his own eyes he saw Raheem Jeter looking good out there.
Yeah, I've heard all three of them are showing up every day. And I heard all of them are being great leaders off the field too, which is very important. That's one of the things that made Holton so great is he was a leader and the team respected him. So I think those three have a chance to do that, and that ultimately make them more successful.
Man, we got some good ones out the door with Jack Powers, with Jeremy Lewis, with Julius Wood, but a lot of good returners on that defense. So who's I know it's a group, but like whose defense is this right now? Who are the leaders, Jack, you're counting on in 2024 for ECU on the defensive side?
I mean, obviously you got Big Tay and Eli up front. You got Sue too. A competition that I'm looking forward to on that side of the ball is Sam Danka and Raheem Craig at my old position. I've heard great things from both of them, so I'm excited to see that firsthand on Saturday. And then at the linebacker spot, you got Mike Edwards, and then a person that people aren't really talking about too much is Zakai Barker, and he's a dog. If you go back and watch some games from last year, in the later half of the season when he got in, he was making plays. He's one of those guys that's so smart, and you love being around those guys because when you're on the field and the bullets are flying, they're going to help you out so much, telling you reads and stuff like that. So big shout out to him. And then in the secondary, there's going to be some good competition too. So I'm excited.
IBM has received some accolades this preseason. Heard he's been playing very well. And man, you just start with that front you mentioned there. Great veteran front for this team, and that's where it all begins. And Chandler, you think about
sorry, I left out on the other end too. Chad Stevens and J.D. Lampley, which you can't leave out. I mean, those two are dogs, actually. The way they get off the ball, the way they strike, it's very impressive. So that's probably the most important position in my eyes that I'm looking forward to watch. But all of them nonetheless will be great.
Talking to Chad Stevens tomorrow.
I hope so. Practice was canceled today due to potential weather. They're going to practice Friday. I hope that doesn't interfere with my chat with Chad Stevens and Tyler Savage. Planning to talk to those guys coming up tomorrow. We'll throw it up live on Facebook and YouTube and have it on our show on Friday. But looking forward to talking to those guys. And Sam Danka, you mentioned that name. I feel like he was mentioned a lot last year. And when you got guys like yourself and Jeremy, sometimes it's hard to get guys on the field, right? But he sounds like a guy. And you mentioned Craig as well. I don't know much about Craig, but a lot of potential in that position.
Yeah, I mean, Sam's a freak. He's
he looks the
athlete.
part. Good Lord.
And those first 2 years are very critical to learn. So I think, there's good parts and bad parts about having guys like Jeremy and me there. He got to learn a lot, and he got a lot of great experience, but at the same time, he kind of had to wait his turn.
Yeah.
But his turn's now, so I'm excited to see what he does with it, and he was a great teammate and great friend.
You mentioned communication on the field. Here's something new, Jack. Let's hear Mike Houston cut two. He was asked about the new in-helmet mics that they are using right now, the communication from the sideline to the field, and here's what he had to say about it.
It's different. So we've the conference sent us 4 in-helmet mics to use for the last week and this week, just to kind of get used to it. I'm unsure. I think we have 4 on each side of the ball this fall. But for John David to have the ability to talk directly to the quarterback, for Blake to have the ability to talk to a couple of guys on the field on defense, it really changes, how fast you can do everything. It changes how quickly and how much you can communicate. Now, the thing that, we've talked to some NFL people, and, the one caution is, you don't want to give them too much. You still got to, give them the ability to go play. But certainly from a formation alignment, from a tempo, you can just do so much more than what we have been able to in the past. So it's been fun to use, and I'm sure we'll discover how it best fits us. Now the sideline tablets, we don't have those yet. We'll probably get those sometime this summer. And so that'll be interesting too, just, the ability to review film between series. But I don't know, we're going to have to practice with that a little bit before the first game.
That's interesting. So going to the NFL model with the communication inside the helmet. And I was thinking about it before Coach said it there, Jack. You worry about putting too much on a player's plate, because not only does he have to hear it and know what he's doing, he's got to communicate that to the rest of the guys on the field too, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm curious to see how much time they're going to have on the mic, like where it's hot. Whether it's just going to be enough for the play call, or if coach is going to be able to slip in a few things from his tip sheet there too, depending on the formation they come out. So that could be a great benefit to us. Coach Harrell's very smart, so I think that's positive for sure.
Yeah, interesting. And we'll get the tablets, it sounds like, those famous tablets that Tom Brady chunks around, and Aaron Rodgers. So that'll be a new wrinkle as well. And then I asked Coach Houston about, with the tablets on the sidelines and the communication, does that change who's up in the box and who's on the sidelines? He said he likes his coordinators in the box just because you can see so much stuff. And he says during the week you're watching film for hours and hours, and when you're up there, it's almost like you're watching film just because you see everything, you see the breakdowns.
Yeah, and the position coaches are in the staff room with them watching film all week too. So, I mean, they're just as good almost watching the tablets and being able to make on-field adjustments with us at the bench. So,
Jack Powers joining us, Pirate Radio Studios. Anything else you're following in the world of sports right now, Jack?
That's about it.
Yeah.
NBA?
Canes playoffs coming up.
Yeah. Hop on the bandwagon.
I already did when I moved here. And I'm not going to change, too.
No Avalanche?
Colorado. My brothers asked me, they said, are you going to be an Avalanche fan now? Because I'm strict on my baseball, football, and basketball teams, the Giants, 49ers, and the Kings. But I never really watched hockey till I came out here, so I became a Canes fan. And that was one of the questions they asked me, are you going to be an Avs fan? I said, nope. Sticking with the Canes.
You might be one of the only Hurricanes fans out there in Colorado.
Yeah, and I'm one of the only Niners fans out here, so I'm used to it. Yeah. Let's ride.
All right, Jack, thanks for hanging out. Check out the Holt Naylor Show. It's available now for you to check out on YouTube. You can download it wherever you get your podcast or hear it on these airwaves coming up at 6, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right, well, let's take a break. When we return, we'll talk to David Hall. David used to work at the Kinston Free Press around these parts. He's been in Norfolk working at the Virginian Pilot for a while now, covering the Norfolk Tide. So he's watching Connor Norby smack the baseball around. He saw Jackson Holliday's quick rise to the majors. Holliday made his debut with the Orioles last night in a win. We'll talk about all that and a little ODU football as well, since they're on the schedule for East Carolina this year. When we return, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
Pirate Fest, presented by Optimum, offers a full day of piratical tomfoolery for all ages. This free event includes over 125 vendors, food trucks, art demos, inflatables, and of course, pirates. Join us on Saturday, April 20th from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. for live pirate reenactments, great food, and so much more. Finish off the day with a concert at the Greenville Toyota Amphitheater from Sister Hazel with special guest Taylor Holder. For more information, visit piratefestnc.com. It's going to be awesome.
It's time to save at Beauty Bar Medispa's Spring Extravaganza, April 8th through the 12th. Mark your calendar, but don't wait for the sale. Schedule your free consultation today to get the inside scoop on all the sale pricing. Your free consultation will allow you to understand your options and plan your budget so you can save on services such as Botox, filler, laser treatments, facials, skincare, and more. Schedule your free consultation and mark your calendar, April 8th through the 12th. BeautyBarMedispa.com.
Country music artist and comedian Rodney Carrington is coming May 4th to Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Join Weldon Mills Theater for a memorable event where you can relax and make lasting memories. Get your tickets tickets for Rodney Carrington on May 4th at WeldonMillsTheater.com.
At U.S. Cellular, you can get a new phone for $830 off with no trade-in needed with any unlimited data plan, which means you don't have to trade in your old phone for a new one. That must sound good to you, guy with a junk drawer.
I'm going to sell it to my sister. Who am I kidding? It's going right in the junk drawer.
Get $830 off. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailor Show.
Pirate Radio.
See that door right there? One marked pirate. You think a pirate lives in there?
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
I see a door marked private. Is that the door you're talking about?
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at atlanticwireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. We'll do a little trivia real quick. Jim Nance, of course, no longer calling the Final Four in the championship, but will be on the call for the Masters on CBS this weekend.
Hello, friends.
This man calling his final Masters. Chandler, don't say it, because I see you know.
Well, I give slight deference to the older guy. Attaboy. Because he's 6 months older than I am, and I will never let him forget that.
Who is that voice, Shirley?
I mean, they're interchangeable.
The name that pops into my head is Vern Lundquist.
Vern Lundquist is correct.
Vern Lundquist is correct.
Very good.
Best known for his role in Happy Gilmore.
I knew that's how you would know who that is. But
I also know him because he's Vern Lundquist.
Yeah, legend. And
great voice.
No doubt. And
called some
I love how he does the almost whisper at the Masters. Like it's a very slight voice.
Yeah.
When he's calling the golf.
It's Tiger.
And some awesome SEC football back in the day too.
Yeah, Uncle Vern.
For the lead.
I love when people do golf type calls on non-golf sports when they're really silent. It's hilarious.
We had one of those for was it a Norby home run or something?
Norby,
where the guy just was asleep,
and it was not too long ago. He's like, and over the fence.
Oh, that was at the Charlotte Knights because it was an away game. So it was the Knights commentator, and he was just apparently done with their 26 home runs or whatever.
High deep fly ball. He's to the track, and man, that ball is over the fence. Home run, Connor Norby.
Well, hit the bull, so I guess somebody's getting a free steak or something.
Speaking of Connor Norby, let's talk some Connor Norby right now with David Hall from the Virginian Pilot. He joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line to talk Norby, talk Tides, talk Holiday, and more. David, long time no chat. How you doing, man?
Great, Cliff. How are you? Good
Doing
to hear from you.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. And if you were still around these parts, I'd be seeing you this weekend. We got some ECU spring football, the spring football game going on Saturday. So with the NCAA tournament coming to an end on Monday, you do got the NBA going on and NBA playoffs, but everything kind of intersecting here with a lot of different sports. But had you on today to talk about some baseball. And David, if I talked to you last week, I would have said you're covering the greatest minor league baseball team in the history of baseball. The Tides have actually lost a few games this week, but you've had some fun nights following this team as they've got some amazing talent. We'll talk about Connor Norby. We'll talk about Jackson Holiday. But how about the start to the season for the Tides here?
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. I was just looking at some AAA stats, overall AAA stats, and it's just amazing how many categories the Tides lead all of AAA in. I mean, they lead in average runs, hits, total bases, home runs, RBIs, on base percentage, and slugging percentage, and it's baffling, especially when you consider that Jackson Holiday is now gone, and they still have 7 dudes with slugging percentages over 1,000. Crazy.
Yeah. And one guy that's been putting up mega numbers is a former Pirate, Connor Norby, who has been a discussion here and I'm sure up there and in Baltimore the last few months. David, we were wondering if maybe he could get the call up last year. Would he be a trade piece for Baltimore as they made a run to the playoffs and hosted a home series there? Instead, he stays pat. He begins this season in Norfolk, and we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with Connor Norby. So I don't know, what is the talk kind of there in Norfolk and with the Orioles on Norby? Because it feels like sooner or later a move's got to be made, whether it be him coming up or him maybe joining a new franchise.
Well, a couple of things. One, I was talking to the Tides manager, Buck Britton, about Connor, and he's convinced that Connor is going to impact a major league club this year. And I think that's exactly how he put it. That meaning not necessarily the Orioles. Obviously, they'd like him to impact the Orioles, but they're so stacked, being the defending AL East champions. They got nowhere to put him. Connor's only hitting 360 so far, so he's really struggling. But at the trade deadline last year, I did a story on this kind of core group of guys that they have, including Norby and Kyle Stowers and Heston Kjerstad, Kobe Mayo, just how they all got together in the clubby's office the day of the trade deadline, and they were looking around at each other going, like, what if it's the last time we're all together? And then Connor was sitting in the dugout that day during BP, and people were speculating left and right about what's going to happen. They're making jokes. They were playing Charlotte that day, the White Sox affiliate, and there was some talk about a White Sox pitcher coming over to the Orioles, and people were joking with Connor like if he had been traded, he would have just changed dugout.
Right.
And they're like, the Charlotte clubby wants to know your hat size, Connor. He's like, everybody's a comedian.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of wondered aloud at one point, is it 6:00 yet? Because that's the deadline. And it came and went, and they lost 2 players who were not part of that core group. And the Orioles managed to keep this group together, and they may continue to do that. I mean, there were some trade pieces, but these guys have a lot of value, and most of them in almost any other organization would be in the major leagues already, Connor included.
David Hall joining us. David, and more on Norby in a moment, but just kind of overall, you're talking about the core group of Orioles with the drafting they've done, and they've had some bad years, so they've been in a position to get an Adley Rutschman and Jackson Holiday. But to kind of see the way this thing was built, I mean, it's got to be fun for you now, this year, last year, to cover a team that has so many, potential future stars like the Tides do. But you saw it when the Orioles were losing, triple-digit games, 90 games or whatever, and maybe saw the building blocks, but now it has come to fruition. We're talking about a team, picked to win the AL East again, and you're seeing all this talent come up through Norfolk. So, I don't know, it's got to make it fun for you, right? Because I'm sure you've seen some leaner days there as well.
Yeah, when I first got here in 2013, for about the first 4 or 5 years, when they were bad, well, they were good in 14, but then after that, the clubhouse here was full of retreads and a lot of guys with big league experience, but people who wouldn't really turn out to help the parent club. Now these guys, I'll put it to you this way, Clip. As you know, I covered what were then the Kinston Indians for a long time, and for 10 seasons, and only once in those 10 years did Kinston have even the number one prospect in the organization, pitcher named Adam Miller, who never panned out because of injuries. But he was the number one overall prospect in the organization for 4 years straight now. The Tides have had the number one prospect in all of baseball. And that is so rare that it can't even be quantified. I mean, they had Rutschman, they had Gunnar Henderson, and then Jackson Holiday at the end of last year and at the start of this year. And all these other guys in this core group would be media magnets anywhere else, but they almost get overlooked. A guy like Kobe Mayo, who I think might be the guy. There all these years doing this, 20 years covering professional baseball, there have been about 3 people I've stopped to watch take batting practice, and Kobe is one of them. Like I wrote one time that his swing is so violent it ought to have a parental advisory. He swings so hard, hits the ball at angles you wouldn't believe that, and they end up 8 rows in the left field. I think he, as big a prospect as he is, he still might be overlooked just because of the other people around him.
And David, man, it's got to be great for the fans. Minor league baseball, I would say, generally speaking, is about the promotions, the dollar dog and dollar beer night, and taking the family out and just having a nice evening out. And I think secondary for most fans is the wins and losses. But as far as fans there, with seeing so much talent that's going to be spread out across Major League Baseball for the next, hopefully, 5 to 10 to 12 years, have the fans shown up because of the players on the field rather than the crazy promotion they're doing on a Tuesday night?
Like you wouldn't believe. And I've never seen fans in a minor league stadium so into a game. I mean, they are into it late, even when it's not close. People are definitely coming out to see these prospects. It is a far cry from 10 years ago when, they might come to see a Freddie Garcia pitch, who, had a nice major league career.
Yeah.
He was pretty much done by then. The people are, there's enough buzz about these guys nationally. It's not even locally. They're national stories. The Athletic had one yesterday, I think, about the team, just how stacked it is, and just how unusual it is to get so many of these guys together. It's really quite remarkable. Like you said, it's not about the beer and the hot dogs. It's about the players on the field.
Back to Norby real quick, David. Where is he playing in the field right now? Of course, he was the everyday second baseman here for East Carolina. I guess went into pro baseball as a second baseman. But where has he been? Has he been in the outfield a little bit? And where is he now that Jackson Holiday is with the Orioles?
He was the everyday second baseman here.
Okay.
And then Jackson got sent down at the end of spring training, and the Orioles wanted him to learn second base and to face left-handed pitching. He's a lefty bat. He played 10 games here, I think 9 of them at second base, and that put Connor in the outfield. And I talked to Connor about it, and he had a great attitude. He's like, I'm fine. Just get me in the lineup.
Yeah.
If they need a right-handed bat who can play a little outfield, then I'm the guy. But now that Jackson went up, Connor's back in his old spot, got his old job back, and he's leading off and doing quite well.
Holiday, by the way, last night making his debut. It was pretty cool. I was out at A.J. McMurphy's hosting sports trivia, and I saw a table of guys kind of turning their heads looking at a TV, and I said, is there a game y'all want on or anything? And they were like, no, we're just watching Jackson Holiday's first Major League at bat. So people were paying attention to it last night, even if they weren't an O's or a Red Sox fan. Holiday goes 0 for 4, did knock in a run on a ground out in Baltimore's 7-5 win over Boston last night. So you've seen him, David. I mean, this might be difficult for you to do, or maybe there's a guy that goes right off the top of the list here. But is he amongst the best players you've seen play live? There in Norfolk, I'm sure you've seen a ton of great talent over the years. So where is Jackson Holiday, and who's in your top 2 or 3 that you've seen, David?
Adley Rutschman comes to mind. So does Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah,
man, and I'm really going out on a limb. Number 1 overall prospect. But Jackson, people ask me about Jackson, and my best description of him is that he's a 6-tool player. And usually, obviously, that's the term is 5-tool. The things he does on the field. The 6th tool is that the day he got here last year at 19 years old, at the end of the season, every media person in the area was at the ballpark. Usually it's just me. And so he had like 4 TV cameras and a couple of print reporters talking to him over in front of the dugout. And again, 19 years old, he's standing there with his legs crossed, leaning up against a bat on his hip, just as comfortable as he could be. And not only not nervous, like saying witty things. Like this became a national story. At the end of all this, it reminded me of talking to this left-hander named Zach Davies, who went on to have a pretty good major league career. He just looked like a kid. And somebody had told me that he had trouble getting into the clubhouse on the road because he looked so young.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm on the team. And the club, he's like, no, you're not. You're 15. And so it just occurred to me looking at Jackson, because he looks even younger. I said, don't take this the wrong way, Jackson, but you really look young. Have you ever had trouble getting into a clubhouse? And he goes, no, but I did have trouble checking into the hotel last night. And I wrote a story about that. And, he basically had to talk his way in there. Like, really, I'm on the Norfolk Tide. The Orioles just called me up here. And finally, he and his fiance now they're married, but they finally got a hotel room. And for whatever reason, that struck a nerve, and it ended up in the New York Post, Sports Illustrated, CBS, and ESPN, all over the place. And it goes to show you, always ask the extra question, even if it's dumb.
There you go. Great advice from David Hall, who's been doing it a while, joining us on Pirate Radio Live. David, we'll let you run, and we'll talk more Connor Norby and Tides with you this year. Can we get it, because we got the spring game coming up this Saturday, can we get a way too early look at Old Dominion football while we got you here real quick? I'll tell you this, for East Carolina, for the second straight year, looks like we got a quarterback battle, but this time with a couple of transfers in. Caden Hauser from Michigan State, Jake Garcia from Missouri, and I don't think that'll be settled on Saturday. So a whole new look offense, high tempo with John David Baker coming from Ole Miss, Miss, taking over as the offensive coordinator. So we've got plenty of questions here on the offensive side for East Carolina. Any burning questions, any storylines for ODU spring, because they will be on the schedule for ECU this year?
Well, you did remind me that I also have a spring game Saturday.
There you go.
I think the top thing probably is that for the first time since Ricky Ronnie got here in 2020, the head coach, Ricky Ronnie, they have a returning quarterback. That not only do they have an incumbent, he's actually been made available to speak to the media this spring. That's how incumbent he is.
Which, by the way, David, seems more and more rare these days to have a returning quarterback, right?
Yeah, and it's a pleasure because Ricky usually wouldn't name a starter until maybe the week of the opener. In one instance, we didn't know who was going to start until the guy trotted out there. And he also has, for the first time, a returning offensive coordinator. So there's substantial continuity with this program now, which is a big deal. And oddly, the offensive coordinator, a guy named Kevin Decker, he came from Fordham. And Grant Wilson, the quarterback, also came from Fordham at the same time. They both told me separately that they didn't conspire to come together, but it just kind of happened that way. So Grant's been in Kevin's system for quite a while, and I think it helps a lot in the spring, especially when you don't have to introduce new terminology and stuff to the offensive players. So I think the offense has looked sharp this spring, and the defense doesn't like it. One player said it actually makes me furious that when they do well. So it's good competition, and we'll see. If an offense does well against its own defense, you wonder, is the offense that good or
exactly
that bad?
Yeah.
So who knows? We'll see. They open the season August 31st at South Carolina, I believe. So we'll learn a lot then.
Yeah, got a big challenge ahead of that East Carolina game. David Hall joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. David, enjoyed it, man. Great to catch up with you. We'll talk some more baseball and football with you down the road.
Always a pleasure, man. Anytime.
All right, there it is. David Hall, Virginian pilot, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. And what I took away from that, I think Connor Norby will be either up or for another organization. It's just hard to imagine him playing another full year with the Norfolk Tides the way he's playing.
Yeah, because and now really the spotlight's on him in the AAA level now.
Yeah,
I think they have a lot of stars, but with Jackson Holiday getting the bump up to the Orioles, that next guy up to me, not just because I'm a Pirate fan and cover ECU athletics, but it's got to be Connor Norby, especially the way he's been performing so far this year and ever since he got to the AAA.
He's right about the one thing that Jackson Holiday does look like a 12-year-old.
He does.
He's got a very baby face.
How old is he?
He's 20.
I was surprised to hear he's married already.
What?
Got him a woman.
Is he from Utah?
Is he from Utah?
Hey, we don't do those jokes.
It's just a genuine question.
We get angry emails when we do Mormon jokes.
I did not.
I know you're
reference the
Methodist.
BYU Cougars.
No offense. If you say no offense before you say something, you can say anything you want.
Yeah. What if somebody came up here and said something about Methodists?
How would you feel?
I re-emphasize I grew up a Methodist.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Is Tiger going to make this putt, Chandler?
He needs to.
Is he going to?
You're going to miss this putt.
Yeah. Is he going to make it? Yes or no?
Yes.
No! Wrong.
That guy just died, by the way. The guy in Happy Gilmore that said that.
Man.
He just passed away.
R.I.P. that guy. We'll take a break. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. When we return, Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, joining us in hour number 3. We got a lot more on the way after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music, Monday through Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday, we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and band schedules. Y'all come get bucked up.
This is your What's New update brought to you by the new Greenville Auto World. What's new? The new Greenville Auto World has new owners, a state-of-the-art service repair facility that can help you with tires, state inspection, AC repair, and more. Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle and offers great monthly oil change specials. What's new? You making a service appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 across from the Speedway at Bells Fork. Pirates supporting pirates.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. Pitt County Schools is in the opportunity business. We open doors for every student by finding pathways to provide the best possible chance of success for each to reach their career aspirations of choice. As we head through the spring months, we will continue to guide our students for the different journeys of life preparedness before celebrating their accomplishments. We are committed to enhancing academic achievement and developing personal growth through work-based learning of our many career and technical education programs, college readiness, and saluting those who will be serving our country in the armed forces. Engaging, empowering, and elevating students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy remains our mission. Please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community. Education is truly the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Ryan McChrystal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need to go to University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
We're not afraid of nobody.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday. It's a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are only $2.99, and on Thursdays, it's half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, had to stop by the Snack Man on the way in.
The snack bar.
The Sack brings the best snacks.
Oh, that's right.
Those are my favorites.
These watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
The best.
Those are the best.
But Chon, I'm getting some because I'm just a glutton. Chon is doing it for a purpose.
Because we got to get those calories, yeah.
Can you do a nutrition? Do you have the calories information there?
Sure.
Yes. A serving size is 9 pieces.
Oh, you need more, Chandler.
And it's 120 calories per serving.
Oh, you got nothing there, buddy.
Man.
So hold on a minute.
And
I
that's
gotta
been our
count out my
dealer
9.
price construction countdown to calories.
How many did you eat there?
That's
3,
4, 6.
2. Yeah. So you got a long ways to go, pal.
Man.
2.
Shirley?
2.
Are you
4,
really taking
6,
that many?
8, 9. 9.
She got 1 serving.
Good Lord.
Now
There you
Zach
go,
has
right
none
there.
left.
Eat them all right now.
Right there.
Go.
Eat them all, like just toss them all in my mouth. All at once?
All at once, and then read a live read.
Oh, I can't do that. My mouth's not big enough for that, but I can toss them in there.
Oh, Clip, I think Morikawa might have won that
Salute.
hole. DJ bogeyed, and I think he parred. And I don't know who else is on the
No
hole.
way. Well, I'll check it in a moment.
Yeah.
Did you eat them all?
She went for it. It's on camera. We're all good.
Sugar rush.
I can add my 120.
35 milligrams of sodium in 9 pieces.
Have her read this.
DraftKings.
The wait is over, folks. The wait is over. See if I can read this by the time Shirley finishes all those.
All right, go.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official betting partner of NASCAR, is now live in North Carolina. You can legally bet on your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with promo code PIRATE and bet $5 will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. The Masters going on right now. A lot of fun live betting options you can do with that. You can still bet on a winner. You can bet on top 5, top 10, all that stuff. Stanley Cup playoffs. You can bet on the Canes to win it all. Who's going to win the NBA Finals? Probably Boston. They are the favorite, I would guess. Can the Nuggets go back-to-back?
I think it'll be a West Coast team.
You're going with a
team.
Western Conference
Yeah.
team? Okay. All of that going on right now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the code PIRATE and bet $5 to get a $200 in bonus bets instantly. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code PIRATE. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Deposit and eligibility restrictions apply. Terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC. NASCAR is not a sponsor of this promotion and is used under license.
Tiger Woods has definitely been in the gym because he has overshot the green in like back-to-back shots.
Showing off the muscles today.
I will say you beat her on that live read.
She's still going?
She's still chewing.
Gosh.
But I did eat about 3/4 of them by the time you finished.
Well done. Bryson DeChambeau, by the way, at the top of the leaderboard today at 7 under par on the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by Dubuck. Braves got hammered today by the Phillies.
The Mets.
Oh, the Mets. I'm sorry. Thank you, Zach. The Rangers trying to avoid getting shut out. There are 2 outs in the 9th. They trail Oakland 1-0. A couple of postponed games, Milwaukee, Cincinnati, and Minnesota, Detroit. Kansas City all over Houston. They scored 9 runs in the first inning. They win at 13-3. Shirley, we have O's baseball tonight on Pirate Radio against your Red Sox.
Yes, we're going to pick up the coverage at 7:05.
All right, and you can hear that right here on Pirate Radio. All right, let's get a break in. Jamie wants to know, what did Chon eat at the game last night? What did you eat last night?
At the game, our good buddy Josh Thomas had burgers, some tots, and some other stuff. They actually ended up throwing some crab legs on the grill yesterday, and of course that's not my cup of tea. And but I was able to enjoy a burger and a few tots. So that was really good.
Tots.
It's a big tot guy out there.
I love tots.
It's a lot of tots.
If you have the option of fries and tots, what do you go with?
Usually fries.
I'm a tots guy. Shirley, Zach, if I'm offering tots or fries, what are y'all picking?
Depends on the type of fry.
So if it's crinkle cut,
Yeah.
you take it?
Crinkle or tot?
Then I'm going tot.
Shoestring?
Steak?
Tot.
Okay, what kind of fries do you like?
Shoestring.
Shoestring.
All right.
I'm a top man through and through.
Yeah.
No matter what kind you serve me, waffle, curly, doesn't matter.
Chad says coverage of the O starts at 7:05 right after Mama's Family. Only
You are
on
correct,
the
sir.
Superstation, TBS. We'll take a break. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson joining us. We'll talk some spring football and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live. What theme is this, Shirley?
That would be from one of my favorite TV shows as a kid, Chips.
All right. It's catchy.
Yeah, it's a little 70s, kind of got a 70s vibe to it, which, of course, that show was in the 70s, late 70s,
started
early
that?
80s. That would be
Eric
Eric Estrada. And his last name is Powell because Glenn Powell, the actor that played the hotshot guy on Top Gun Maverick, his dad was the other guy, and so I want to say his last name is Powell, but I can't think of his first name. Real good looking dude.
I'm seeing Eric Estrada, Larry Wilcox, Robert Pine.
Oh, that's Chris Pine's dad. No, I got them mixed up. Yes.
So you were looking for Pine.
No, I wasn't looking for Robert Pine. It was the other guy. No, the other guy you mentioned.
Okay, Larry Wilcox.
Thank you.
All right.
Larry Wilcox.
We'll take a break. Come
I
back.
don't know which
More
one
after this.
It's the blonde dude. That's all I know.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Home runs and high fives always go better with a Bud Light. Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Whether you're headed to the ballpark, the jungle, or the couch, be sure to pick up and order some Bud Light and enjoy the ball game. Bud Light is always easy to drink and easy to enjoy. And remember, Pirate Nation, stay in the game and please drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
Get inspired and freshen up your home during the Spring Savings Event at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Springtime is the best time to find beautiful furniture at prices that are just your style. Plus, 6 months special financing. Save up to 70% off clearance items and closeouts. Plus, take an additional 10% off all American-made brands. Make bedtime the best time on a new mattress with up to 48 months special financing during the Spring Savings Event. On now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, and MLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
At U.S. Cellular, you can get a new phone for $830 off with no trade-in needed with any unlimited data plan, which means you don't have to trade in your old phone for a new one. That must sound good to you, guy with a junk drawer.
I'm going to sell it to my sister. Who am I kidding? It's going right in the junk drawer.
Get $830 off. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. And coming up this weekend, they're going to have the Eli Craig Band starting at 10 p.m. on Friday night and the Ryan Trotty Band on Saturday. And as always, ladies, your entry is free all weekend long. Sunday Fun Day kicks off as the Buck hosts the ECU Club Cornhole Tournament for absolutely free. And that is free for all, by the way. And bags fly at 3 o'clock. And then you can end the night with DJ Kid Sing. And for the latest information, just check them out on Facebook and Instagram. And we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday, hour number 3. Here comes Scotty Scheffler now 4 under par, still 3 shots back of the leader, Bryson DeChambeau, who put in a 65 today on Thursday at the Masters. We are watching it now, and Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. What's up, Coach?
Hi. How are you?
Oi.
Hey, that was a burp, too.
I asked Coach Hud, you ever been to the Masters? And he said no, and before I could say, would you like to go one day? He said, I played the course.
Yeah, why don't you go stand outside those ropes like a peasant?
I'll one-up you there.
What the heck?
So how did you... you
got to drive off and to go eat when you can just spend the night there.
How'd you get that experience, Coach?
Coach Holtz.
Big coach. Well, you were with...
Well, it was via Skip.
Yeah.
And then his dad is a member.
Man.
So we went in the spring, 2 weeks after the tournament. The stands and everything are still up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good course.
You said the experience is pretty nice too. They got caddies for you. They take your clubs as soon as you get out there and take them to the range, and they kind of figure you out as a golfer.
They want to know how bad you're going to shank it, so they can tell you what club they give you.
That's awesome.
And the caddy I had was really cool. And then they take your camera from you. And I told you guys he took 160 something pictures.
Man,
yeah.
But
like there. That's not the, what number is that? 15. That's not where the members hit from. That's where they play the tournament from. There's 2 sets of tees. There's the tournament tees and then the members, which are significantly shorter.
Yeah.
Like on 11, the start of the corner, after you play 10, you see them disappear into these trees, and then it's like Alice in Wonderland. You come out and you're on 11, but it's another 100 yards. It's 90. I think it's 90 yards difference between the members and the tournaments, and they had just finished that, and it was a haul. But just to hit that shot, it looks like you were hitting out a tunnel, like you guys just saw.
Yeah.
Did you have a memorable hole or experience, or what did you have a Tiger fist pump moment or anything?
Yeah, well, birdie 13, and then Coach Holt Sr. happened to be by there, and he grabbed my ball and flipped it to me and said, "You ain't supposed to beat the members." I was like, "Yes, sir. Last time that'll happen."
You got it. Oh man, that's
Bogeys
good stuff.
from here on out.
Greg Hudson joining us. Do you have a desire to go see a final round?
No.
Yeah,
I'm not walking that thing again.
A lot of inclines.
It's crazy. So,
here's a dumb question: can you take a cart there?
Actually, you could. You have to have medical reasons.
Okay, gotcha.
The only way you eat dinner there is if you're there. You have to spend the night. It's not a country club where you can just call and say, "Hey, I'm coming in for dinner today." Put 8 of us down, and no, it's they wear the jacket, and the members that are there spending the night. You go in for the full display of the meal that night. It was pretty neat,
man. That's cool stuff. Greg Hudson joining us, Pirate Radio Studios. Got the spring game coming up this Saturday at Coach Hud. Do you have
who's going to win?
I'm going to go purple. They are splitting it, and I want to ask you about this. So, Coach Houston said, in fact, Shirley, let's hit cut 4. He talked about the spring game format this year.
So we had a couple of little, hamstrings and soft tissue things today. I hope that they're okay. As long as we have enough healthy bodies, we're going to go to 2 separate teams. And the plan is to let the leadership council split the teams up tomorrow. And we'll have a purple team and a gold team, and we'll play 4 quarters. And it'll be a regulation game. We are going to have a running clock except for the last 2 minutes of each half. But it'll be traditional scoring. Probably not going to show some of the new stuff on special teams, on Saturday, but we are going to give the specialists an opportunity to participate. So they'll be out there kicking and punting and doing their normal stuff.
All right, and we've seen a lot of different iterations of this over the years. Sometimes they'll have kind of crazy scoring formats where the defense can get points for something and the offense. We've seen like a draft format where you split into 2. Do you have a preference on how spring game went, the actual game itself went, Coach? Did you like it as another practice, or did you like it as an actual, try to make it like a real game?
I like the game situation because it's the only way you can find out some things from your operation time, especially if you're in no huddle. Just the whole operation of the game day is so hard to simulate. So when you have an opportunity to do it, you might as well do it exactly when you're going to have the refs out there, and the pressure that the kid may feel from the fans being in the stands and the lights on and all that stuff. Yeah.
And I feel like
I like the game.
Yeah.
Now, whether you do it, but I would rather do it just like we would a week before in the scrimmage. Like it's offense and defense, and we're gonna work on what we need to work on, but it's full game situation.
For East Carolina coming off last year, Mike Houston's done about all he could to get back in the fans' good graces, I think, hiring a new offensive coordinator, bringing in new quarterbacks, doing all that stuff this offseason. They need to sell tickets. And by the way, we talked to ECU marketing director Justin Barry yesterday. He said ticket sales this year are surpassed where they were this time last year. So that's great. But I feel like Mike Houston wants to show the fans at least a little something to get excited about for this fall. And, if he was in a really good spot, maybe they don't kind of go all out and do that. But I feel like this year he wants to put on a show for the fans to get them to come this fall.
Somebody wants to see what you're doing. They're going to see it.
As far as an opponent, is what you're saying?
I just go out and play.
Yeah.
It wasn't my decision at the times. There were some things, but I'm like, show everything. Just go do it. It's all on digital. You can't hide anything. If somebody wants to come here and record it on their phone, they can do it.
True.
So I'd rather get better, and I'm more worried about what we're going to do good than what somebody else might see in April.
Because if you're really good at what
August,
you do,
I'm going to, if I'm good,
it don't matter if they
I'll tell you, hey, we're going to run this defense, or we're going to run this offensive play on, and this is what's going to happen.
Now, you weren't out there like Larry Bird telling the offense what you were about to do.
I'm going to get the ball right here and left hand bank.
Yeah.
No.
CJ's going to come around the edge, and then Slate's going to go here. And
Well, no.
And Dakota's going to go to the sideline and jump.
There has been some things said now.
Yeah.
Truth be told, there's been a few guys walk away from our sideline with some information they didn't expect they were going to get before that snap.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a good job.
Another thing too, Shirley, let's hit cut 2 again, because this is something new for college for ECU coach, the in-helmet communication system.
Oh.
Okay, good.
Thank
Save
God.
that. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That's so good.
Here's Mike Houston talking about that. Cut 2, Shirley.
It's different. So, so we've the conference sent us 4 in-helmet mics to use for the last week and this week, just to kind of get used to it. I'm unsure. I think we have 4 on each side of the ball this fall. But for John David to have the ability to talk directly to the quarterback, for Blake to have the ability to talk to a couple of guys on the field on defense, it really changes, how fast you can do everything. It changes how quickly and how much you can communicate. Now, the thing that, we've talked to some NFL people, and, the one caution is, you don't want to give them too much. You still got to, give them the ability to go play. But certainly from a formation alignment, from a tempo, you can just do so much more than what we have been able to in the past. So it's been fun to use, and I'm sure we'll discover how it best fits us. Now the sideline tablets, we don't have those yet. We'll probably get those sometime this summer, and so that'll be interesting too. Just the ability to review film between series. But I don't know. We're going to have to practice with that a little bit before the first game.
All right, let's talk technology, Coach.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so. Can I say cuss words on here?
It depends on which ones.
Bad ones? No. It's such BS. All this, that hasn't been done before. Those idiots down in Indianapolis, with the rules and stuff. I mean, it's dumb. It makes no sense. And now we're going to spoon feed them on the number of microphones they can use, and it's all for fairness, because someplace budget-wise, and everybody has a cell phone. You can talk to them that way.
Yeah. Let me run another clip, and then I'll get your full take on it all. I asked them, does the technology and the pads on the sidelines and everything, does it change what coaches are in the box versus on the sidelines? Here's how he answered that. This is cut 3, Shirley.
Wes?
Nah, this is going to be interesting. Is this my fault because I named something wrong, or Shirley's fault? Because we've had both instances happen before. Chandler, what are you betting on, my fault or Shirley's fault?
I'm going to say your fault.
Y'all are both going me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking Shirley.
Oh! You can kind of tell by
Still blame it on
Shirley's posture that she's like, it might be her fault. I'm still going clip.
No, it's my fault. I skipped over 3. That's on me. Here we go.
All right, cut 3.
I mean, we've talked a good bit. I mean, the plan right now is for the coordinators to be up top. It's just, and some people don't understand that, but, when I was a coordinator, I prefer being up top just because, you watch film all week preparing for a game, and when you're up in the box, you're kind of insulated from the emotional part of the game, and it's like you're watching film. And so you don't have to have somebody else be your eyes. You can see exactly what happens. You can see where the breakdowns are. You can see where there's some things that you can take advantage of. If your coordinators are on the field, that's fine as long as they have somebody in the box that, they've worked with, they feel comfortable with, and, you have to be really, really sharp to be in the box and be able to communicate down to the field what's happening.
All right, there you go. I thought about you, Coach, in that situation because the famous Chris Johnson run. I remember you on the sidelines pointing, telling him where to go. Good thing you were there that day. Were you always on the sideline here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always. Can't cook from the living room.
You got a line for everything. And that, were you like that your whole career? Yeah. Okay. But
at first but then again, when you look back, and I've always had coordinators on the field when I was not a coordinator, sort of who I learned from. They were on the field.
Okay.
I know some guys that were just adamant about being upstairs. Some guys, you want to go up there because in case there's bad weather.
There are advantages.
They don't want to deal with the crowd and the noise. And
I like his point about if you are on the sidelines, you got to have a guy you trust up there that can relay it quick. And we had a veteran defensive staff here, so you probably had guys that you really trusted up there.
Tim Carter.
Okay, yeah.
That's all we needed.
Yeah.
Vernon was up there because of special teams. But, when you're looking at, the digital age, everything is the information is fast, it's there, and it's in large volumes. So as you're studying during the week, and you can, a coach can see from the sideline, like, when the ball snapped. I'm staring into space right now because I'm sort of simulating. But, I'm looking at a specific spot out on the field, and I'm watching now. I know when certain things break down. I know if the ball goes this way, I know where this corner is supposed to go. So if we have a breakdown later in a spot, well, where was the will linebacker? So, that conversation is fluid because everybody knows where all 22 guys are supposed to be during that play for that 6 seconds. They know exactly where all 22 should be. And if one's out of place, they know exactly how big that error can get exploited. And then you're like, oh, well, he fell down. Well, this is what happened. It's just like you guys, you see, they'll throw a flag and you'll say, oh, that was holding. You sort of know why where it was thrown, why, blah, blah, blah.
I asked the question about does it change anything just because now you have the tablets on the sidelines, and would you want to coordinate? Like now, you would love to be down there with that piece of equipment, I would imagine, talking to your guys.
I don't want the equipment. I mean,
it gets in the way. It's a lot. Is it too much?
It's a lot.
Information overload?
No, I mean it just makes it very robotic, and it's exactly what it is. It eliminates mistakes. I mean, you instantly get to see what happened. Like, so when I went and did the high school, I coached that one season of high school football. We had a flat screen on the sideline under a tent. Yeah, there was no rule against it. Kids would come off. What happened? We just rewind it and watch it right there with the remote.
Wow. So you were more advanced than a lot of colleges, I guess.
It is great.
With your flat screen under a tent. That's good stuff. Greg Hudson joining us. Kenny asking, are you going to the spring game on Saturday?
Yeah, I might shoot over there.
Well, I might shoot over there. I got more Mike Houston comments. We'll get Coach Greg Hudson's thoughts on.
Yeah, and then you got to park somewhere and walk. I ain't doing that.
You can probably get a driver. John will scoop you up.
Sure.
We'll take a break. We should have put him on the media list. You could have hung out with us.
You could have your spot
in the box. I still might be banned over there, actually.
Filled that spot? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
You can take my spot.
If I throw your name around over there.
Hey, what's this guy doing in here? Get him out.
Buddy, you're fired.
We'll take a break, come back more with Coach Hud on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest movie theater and is now open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near Cracker Barrel. Experience the ultimate movie magic with their Elite experience. The Elite Theater has the largest screen in Greenville, state-of-the-art 4K laser projection, immersive Dolby Atmos sound, and heated luxury recliners. And coming soon, Eastern North Carolina's only IMAX theater. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style with luxurious amenities and top-notch service at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
And then it was two seagulls!
We're here for the booty.
Party?
Pirate Water is here. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find pirate water in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
Pirate Water is here. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Do you know what today is? It's the 555 cheesesteak special day at Huckleburger. Bring the family to Huckleburger all day for one of the best delicious cheesesteaks at an unbelievable price. Just $5.55. The Huckleburger cheesesteak special is good for dine-in or takeout in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington. Huckleburger, the fastest full-service restaurant in town. Meep, meep. Huckleburger, delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
Spring is in the air at your CBD store. Get 10% off any purchase. Just mention the code SPRING. If you struggle with sleep, anxiety, or pain, their CBD wellness specialist can help. Your CBD store's unique boutique also carries THCA flower and pre-rolls, Delta gummies, pet products, gifts, jewelry, and more. Call ahead for pickup at 999-5127. So spring on over to your CBD store today. Open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Your CBD store, 420 East Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Go Pirates!
The wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of NASCAR, is now live in North Carolina. You can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with the promo code PIRATE and bet $5 will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now using the code PIRATE and bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with the code PIRATE. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Deposit and eligibility restrictions apply. Terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC. NASCAR is not a sponsor of this promotion and is used under license.
Ho, and a bottle of...
Are you dare to walk the plank, matey?
Stop it, you're killing me.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. We'll take you to the edge. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Coach Hud is very interested in the...
I need like a shot right there.
Middle of the Ford?
Yeah, let me get that little dent going.
They'll do it for you.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to pay for it.
You a Sopranos guy?
I was. Well, that's going back.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
I've rewatched about half of it here in the last couple months or so. Still great show. John, you're a Sopranos guy, right?
He's thinking about food.
I'm trying.
Oh, yeah. Did you tell Coach Hud about
his whole nutrition thing?
I did.
I don't understand the whole shock deal.
It's science.
It's the first 2 days.
Like Elton John said, all the science I don't understand.
So the first 2 days is just like 5,000 calories a day.
I've been doing that my whole life, Coach.
I'm trying to figure out why. Then they say, then what's day 3?
Then you start that diet. So like your body's saying like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then that third day,
it's already saying that.
Yeah, it's saying that now, and then tomorrow it should be like, all right, let's do this. Shirley, help me out here, please.
The best way I know how to explain it is, and the way it was explained to us was, it's designed to recalibrate and reset your metabolism rate. So the first 2 days you calorie load to kind of shock your body, and then you go into an anti-inflammatory diet for about 2 months.
Yeah,
there you go.
And then there's a droplet we do.
Yeah, we have to take some droplets in the morning. Pretty much.
Fair enough.
What do those magic dots do?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
What's the secret sauce in that?
Well, one of them.
He's gonna come in here looking like Barry Bonds.
Well, there's two bottles. One, you have to do droplets 15 minutes before you eat. It is designed to kickstart your metabolism rate.
Does it say for dogs, cats, and horses only on the box?
No, it doesn't say that. And then the second,
that'll work. Trust me.
Yeah, and then the second bottle is an appetite suppressant to kind of go along with your anti-inflammatory diet. But it's 4 ounces of protein, 4 ounces of vegetables, and 4 ounces of fruit twice a day.
I love that Shirley knows exactly what she's doing and why she's doing it, and Chandler's just like, Shirley, can you help me out here?
I literally said the
I'm
same exact
just
stuff
eating
she just said.
1,000,000 calories.
But I literally just explained.
I don't think you did. I don't think you explained it as well as she did.
She went into more detail.
Correct. Mm-hmm. You had no detail.
What's the program called?
East Carolina Weight Loss.
Is it through? Well, I mean, is it some program?
It's through a company. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Kenny says, I always feel a little smarter after Coach Hud comes on Pirate Radio. Well, he fakes it well, Kenny.
Kenny's lying.
Kenny's a big Pirate fan and loved those Coach Hud defenses. Jamie has his weekly question in. Today's got 2. What are you hearing about how good Notre Dame will be this season? You looked at the Irish at all? Do you know anything about them?
Yeah. Got to replace that. They'll be as good as that offensive line that they throw out there is. With that style of offense, it'll come down to those boys up front.
So they're going from Hartman to Leonard at quarterback, correct?
Yes.
Back-to-back years taking a guy from the ACC. Hartman from Wake Forest and Leonard from Duke.
Yeah, that has been their mode of operation. Why groom a guy when you can just pick one off?
Just go get one. Well, our boy Calipari.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see his
Did you see? He said I talked to the team, and there's no team.
There's no team.
There's no team.
There's one guy. That is so awesome.
How about that, Coach John Calipari?
The guys already knew. They already knew. We gone.
Yeah, he's going to bring in his guys, and I'm not one of his guys.
If you need any travel arrangements, call Deion Sanders. He'll tell you how to do it.
Are you surprised at all that Kentucky has struck out thus far? As far as a new coach? No Oaks? No Hurley, no Drew?
Those jobs are hard. Not when you... That place, you're getting thrown right into the deep end of the pool.
I mean, they were wanting to get rid of John Calipari. So what's that next guy's looking at it like, man, what does that mean for me?
Well,
how soon are they going to be on my tail?
The mumble is he went back and said, "Can you match the offer?" And they're like, "It's not in our best interest."
So was it a Calipari decision, or was it?
They weren't going to fire him,
right?
So,
but they weren't going to pay him Tyson.
They weren't changing
money.
Anything. They were just sitting there going, "We got to eat this contract, and he better win."
Yeah. Second question.
Yeah.
More of a, I don't know if it's a question. How about that little mini tear Ellie De La Cruz is on? You following the Reds?
Yes, he's finally. He got his bat on the ball on a few. He had 3 home runs this week?
I saw that
inside the park.
I saw that inside the Parker.
I didn't see that.
And watching him run the base, I had to ask. I asked somebody
like 9 steps.
How tall he was. Is he like 6'5"? Man, he has a wide receiver body out there running around the bases. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Long strides. Yeah, all right, more on spring football. So when I walked out to go do the interviews, they do them now in the Ward building, in the meeting rooms.
After practice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm walking.
So you get to go inside.
I'm walking in there.
That would have screwed your whole thing up, man. Your smoking would have got...
Yeah, no smoking. So, Yeah, I used to smoke while interviewing Coach Hud out there.
I felt like I was smoking.
Did you really?
No.
He had just finished. His shirt, his collar was on fire still.
He exaggerates.
Hugh. Okay. Have you seen Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
You seen Pigpen?
Yeah.
His was smoke. It wasn't dirt. Here he comes.
And Coach Hud's hot and angry.
No, I wasn't.
Hey, Smokey.
Smokey.
What's up, Smokey?
I was just messing with him.
So I heard a lot of hooting and hollering. I thought it was like an open practice. It sounded like a crowd was out there with all the back and forth on Tuesday.
Oh.
Just, and off the record, Mike Houston said, yeah, we about had a few scraps today. So it was getting intense. I asked him about the back and forth and basically said, hey, you got to be happy with the buy-in these guys are having right now. Cut one, Charlie.
Well, I am, and that's what we talked about after practice. Is just, defensively, we are a very, very aggressive unit, and that's something that it took us a couple of years to kind of get that flipped. But they don't back down from anything, and they're very confident, and they play with edge, and I love that. I'm excited that we have an offense that'll fight back. I mean, that at the end of practice today was a pretty impressive display from our offense. And so, and I reminded him, I said, last time I checked, you look down at your chest, we all got the same name on our chest. And come August 31st or whatever that date is that our home opener is, we have a very explosive offensive unit, a very good defensive unit. We should be really good on special teams. I'm just really excited to see how it all comes together.
All right, Mike Houston there. Things getting chippy, and he said previously that he was excited to have an offense that would go back at the defense, because last year that wasn't the case. So sounds like they're getting after it, Coach.
I would hope so. I mean, that's it's going to take on the personality of the coach. If they weren't, I don't know why he would say they weren't fighting back.
Well, did you see the offense last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
But still, I mean, I watched them practice. They got after it in August last year. They were competitive.
Yeah.
It's just when you get down to the competition that you have in practice, that is when it's good competition and it's good on good. That's when we got better. When you're practicing your ones against your ones, your twos against your twos, a lot, full speed. That's when you get better.
How much, and when does it become too much of the pushing, shoving, post stuff, talking? How much would you let go, and when would you step in?
If there's a fight?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't get near them. They can go fight all they want.
Like Deion
I got
Sanders.
pads on. It's the dumb. Just wait, and it'll stop. I mean, a bunch of guys with bruised hands.
Yeah, the punching the helmet thing.
Dumb.
Yeah.
The best way to win a fight in football is start poking people in the eye.
The old Three Stooges.
That's the only chance. That's all you got.
Why I oughta?
We got a quarterback battle going on. Coach Houston was asked when he is expected to name a starting quarterback, cut 5.
I mean, I think this is going to go on, as long as it needs to where there's a clear-cut separation. And it's not like once we're done with Saturday that we don't do anything until the fall. I mean, they're here all summer, and the rules allow us to do a lot, with those guys in the summer. So, there's going to be a lot of football this summer, just getting us acclimated, all of us acclimated to this offense. And so, the great thing is you have two that I have confidence that they can do it. And both of them have their strengths, and both of them have had their, huge, bright moments. They both had their mistakes, but, I'm pleased that, even though there's some that, kind of glare when you read write-ups or something, that the mistakes have not been as big and as many as what you would think.
All right, so we will not know our starter coming up after this Saturday, but Chandler, do we have some rosters?
We do have a team gold and a team purple roster.
Can you run over some highlights real quick? So who's the quarterbacks for gold?
All right, team gold quarterback. So Raheem Jeter, I guess, is all-time backup quarterback. Team gold is Jake Garcia with Raheem Jeter behind him, and then team purple is Caton Hauser with Raheem Jeter.
How many guys went in the portal? How many guys are gone?
From East Carolina's football team?
Yeah, I mean,
So you had Antoine Jackson. Oh, I had a list. Do I still have my list? Did I delete the list?
how many different personnel cats are there from one spring to another? We're talking 50, 60 people.
Look at me, folks. Shout out to me, Coach. I started doing a list, and I've got the list right here of portal guys.
What's going on here?
This is a great accomplishment in my life here. Quarterback, Mason Garcia. Running back, Pop McKay. Wide receiver, Zion Agnew. I stopped updating the list, so there could be more than these.
I was about to say there might be more.
5 offensive linemen, 2 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, 3 DBs, 4 DBs at least, 3 kickers transferred, 1 punter, 2 long snappers. So that is the list until I stopped updating it.
Wow.
Why do you add anything in particular?
Going through the personnel and the way the team's developing in the spring, I was one. That to me, that in this age with the portal, you're putting a whole new roster together.
Well, Chandler, so
twice a year.
Where are we deep and old? I would say
defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle for sure. D line, running back
for sure. Tight end. Because Casey Kelly's played
tight end-ish.
And then Shane Calhoun's been here for a long time. I guess edge, too, because Lampley's been here for a while. Danka's been here for a while. Mike has not been gotten a lot of playing time.
But I would say position groups of concern, quarterbacks, they are old-ish, but they're new here.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Receivers is who knows.
Yeah, you got a guy. I mean, Anthony Smith played a lot of NC State, was productive. Winston Wright.
They got to hit on some transfers at receiver.
Omega Blake's the guy that you can look up his highlights at South Carolina, and you can watch some of his awesome plays from there. Offensive line is definitely a position of concern as you look at that. By the way, no Rajay Harris or Shane Calhoun on either roster. I'm guessing they're the team captains or whatever so it's for Team Gold it's Shane Calhoun, Team Purple it's Rajay Harris.
Well, I got to go with Rajay then.
Team Purple has Marlon Gunn and Team Gold has Javius Bond as their running back.
All right,
so
something to keep an eye on for Saturday.
Team Purple has the advantage when it comes to up front because Team Gold does have Dante Johnson, Elijah Morris, Surad Ware, CJ Mims. Team Purple has Wilson, Carr, Wright, Puckett.
How did that happen?
Yeah, so that's
Purple ain't gonna be able to run the ball.
And then Gold does have Lampley, Robinson, and Danka.
And Craig, who
Craig.
Jack Powers mentioned earlier.
So
did Rajay only draft offensive guys?
I guess.
He might be in trouble defensively. Or I wonder if that's like the first team defense. No, because they got Edwards over
and
there.
And Isaiah Brown Murray's on Purple.
Okay.
And then I don't see.
We'll have to question Rajay's drafting next time we talk to him.
I don't see Rebel up here anywhere. So maybe he's got the spring game off.
All right, let's get another break in. We'll come back more with Coach Hud here on a Thursday. We'll update you on what's going on at the Masters and have more for you after this. Meow, meow.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group.
Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
Kawasaki's Ridge and Ridge XR family set the new off-road standard, built for work and play. Ridge side-by-sides deliver versatile performance with a powerful 4-cylinder engine and premium interior features. And for even more trail-taming power, the Ridge XR family offers more horsepower and versatility for rugged work or advanced play. This is peak premium performance. So stop by Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Saturday, April 13th, the 4th annual NC Strut Masters Championship is back. Presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate. Turkey hunters from all over the country are headed east to put their skills to the test, and the top scoring birds will win big cash prizes up to $30,000. Live performances by Sadie Bass, Nate Hosey, Styles Hurry, and much, much more. Registration is now open for 2-man teams at ncstrutmasters.com. The new weigh-in will be held at Briley's Farm on Old Pactolus Highway in Greenville. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, Grady White Boats, Greenville Marine Outdoor, Big Rock Power Sports, Avian X Decoys, Metabo Tools, Country March Stores, Mountain Dew, Robinson Law Firm, and Old North State Trust. It's the NC Strut Masters Championship. We'll see you there.
Captain Bo Brooks, what's happening at Pirate Waters Outfitters this spring?
Well, we have restocked with all new apparel from Marshwear and AFCO. We got the new turtle boxes coming in the River Rock color, and I always suggest that you cook your fish in a smithy, and the new smithy is in as well. We have a fly cave in the back with all you need to catch fish on the fly, and tie your own fly wall where we have all the accessories and products you need to tie your own flies. We are Pirate Water Outfitter on Market Street next to Breakin' Bread, home of Camacho Rodworks.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room is your favorite place in downtown Greenville for lunch, dinner, or drinks with friends. They serve lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday, plus brunch starting at 10:30 on Saturdays and Sundays. And you can follow 5th Street on Instagram for the latest events and specials. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room, right beside the State Theater in downtown Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back on the air. Story time with Coach Hud during the break on his time.
It was crazy.
Things he's heard at Augusta.
So I was walking back from... I was going to go
straighten up that mic so we can hear you good. Huh? Put it right. Yeah. Up. Nope. Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, that sounds good.
So I'm cutting through the locker room from the dining area, and I'm going out to hit balls. And this guy in the clubhouse stops me and says, "Here, let me have your shoes. Where are you going to hit balls?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, let me have those shoes." I said, "They're brand new. I'd played 9 holes." He hands me leaning, and he goes, "Hey, you're at Augusta National. You don't hit balls in dirty shoes. Let me have them shoes." I'm like, "Yes, sir."
Man, what'd you eat there?
2-minute cheese sandwich. Yes. I will tell you this. They get them out of Ontario, California. That's one thing I know. They have the best olives on the planet. and they look like they're the size of a golf ball. They're amazing. And they were. It's one of the first things they serve at dinner, and that's like so people say, "Oh yeah, I played Augusta and I did this. I went and had dinner there," and you're like, "What's the first thing you ate?" And if they tell you something besides the olives, they're full of crap.
Not an olive guy.
I wasn't
But then
either.
again,
until I had that one.
Yeah. Yeah. If I was there, I'd indulge. Because it sounds like I would not want to go against what's going on there.
You don't.
Or things can take a turn.
Take the member off.
Could he tell the story you just told during the break? I mean, you don't have to use names, but...
Which one?
The one about a guy that had a suggestion.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
Well, it doesn't matter.
But he made a suggestion to the commissioner while they were playing golf.
Hootie.
To Hootie at the time.
Yeah.
He made a suggestion to him about this was his favorite hole. He loves this tee box. I think it was 8. And he said, but it would really look good if they did something here and had the flowers here and blah, blah. A few months later, he got a bill and pictures.
So he took the suggestion,
Well, he
did
pissed
what
the
he said.
commissioner off.
No, yeah, I'm saying Hootie did what he said and then said, here you go. You owe me.
A few months later, they sent him pictures. His suggestion, he goes, nice suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm the commissioner, by the way. here's your $95,000
how about that?
Landscaping bill.
Yeah.
Thanks for the suggestion. Oh, by the way, I am the commissioner.
Tiger's about to hit a shot. Chandler, what if you said, hey, this tree is kind of in the way. Could you get it moved? Oh, yeah, sure.
Need a draw.
And then the next day, you get a bill.
Yeah, can you
Tree
move the tree,
removal.
please?
Yeah. Or you just hit
Put it in the bunker.
a zinger.
A little stinger draw, and came up short.
Young Joey.
Joey in the house.
What's up, young Joey? Good to see you, buddy. Let's get to our Fleet Feet rundown. Yeah. Oh, I don't need to read this, Shirley. Let's get A-Harp to tell the tale of Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you.
Thank you, Alex Harper, for that fantastic read. Fleet Feet rundown. Here's Scotty. One shot back now of Bryson DeChambeau with 2 holes left to go for Scheffler.
What's the total?
He is 6 under par. DeChambeau 7 under on a Thursday.
Those cats are so good.
Let's see what the in last place. Jasper Stubbs, who was an amateur. Oh, man, I was going to ask about Freddie Couples. Fred Couples, 5 over. Seems like Fred Couples always
Fred will
finds
make a push
his way.
Tomorrow. He'll go 9 under. Or he'll shoot 7 under on the back.
Looks like he's wearing boat shoes, just out there, just hitting them straight. So there is your leaderboard update on the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by the Buck.
The Buck?
Who's the one amateur there? Is like 6'8".
Oh, I don't know.
There's an amateur there that's.
Who was the amateur? Was it last year that there was the amateur?
I mean, he looks like Randy Johnson out there playing golf.
Was that the Masters or was it another tournament? Because I remember what you're talking about.
I think it was
it took
the
the world by storm.
Yeah.
Somebody remind me of what tournament that was. I think it was the Masters. And he was like the club pro at a Arizona golf course or something.
Yeah.
Like
that was at the U.S. Open.
Was that what it was? Okay.
That was the guy out in California.
Was it California?
Yeah.
And the everyman.
Yeah, he's right.
Somewhat making it to the big time. All right, let's do a National Day update with Greg Hudson.
All right.
A national what?
So every day there are these stupid. Today is Microphone Day, or it's Bald Head Appreciation
National
Day.
Bald Head
I think
Day.
today's National Pet Day.
It is National Living Donor Day. Let's see what this means. Assuming is this
living.
National Living Donor Day celebrates and honors the brave people who step up and save lives by donating their living organs and tissue to heal those in need.
Mm-hmm.
Have you donated an organ?
If I perish, I am.
No. All right, I will not be celebrating this day.
No.
National Submarine Day. You ever been in a submarine, Coach?
Well, Disneyland. I guess technically yes. But I have been to Groton Air Force Base or Groton Naval Base in Connecticut, and that's where the big sub base is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Them things it just doesn't look normal when they pop up and you're standing there and all of a sudden this monstrosity comes out of water.
It is National Alcohol Screening Day. What does that mean? National Alcohol Screening Day raises awareness about the harmful effects of alcohol abuse and alcohol dependency.
So when's the screening go on? They just dropping pea cups on people's desks around the office. Is that the?
All right, here you go.
Hey, good to see you. Fill this up for you.
It is National Cheese Fondue Day. You need to celebrate this, Chandler. You might get some calories out of this, baby.
Yeah. Before you have to give up your calories.
I've only been to one fondue place.
I'm still wondering what's in I want to know what's in those drops.
It is National Pet Day. You got any pets, Coach?
No. Had plenty.
It is National 8-Track Day. You got any 8-track tapes?
Not anymore. But I had
Is that what those look like?
Had some doozies, man.
That was, I remember some at my grandma's house, but I was in the cassette tape era, not the 8-track era.
I mean, if you jog the memory back, I mean, I can remember you're listening to bands that were way old. I mean, technically, when the Beatles were on an 8-track and you're listening to it, you're not very young right now.
What was your high? So in high school, what were you jamming to?
Van Halen.
Okay.
You too.
Did you have hair? Did you have Van Halen
ponytail?
Hair?
What about one of you?
I want to see that.
Oh yeah,
I gotta see that.
We need some visual evidence of that, Coach.
I get it.
What about a guy that you met, Bon Jovi?
And no hair like that. Wish I did.
And it is National Barbershop Quartet Day.
Here you go. Here you go. Ready?
Good looking.
Ready? What'd you say, Coach Hud? Say that again.
Golly, this guy is good looking.
That sucked. His shadow was good looking.
All right, you guys ready?
I didn't want to stand next to him. I was like, man, can you imagine how bad I must look right here standing next to this guy?
His shadow took Hud's woman while I was standing
his shadow was good looking.
What do you want to do? A barbershop quartet?
Yeah, ready? Hello.
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 Hello. That's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. 3 tone-deaf individuals.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Get ready to wrap things up here on a Thursday.
What happened to the Cheese Whiz Day?
Is that fondue?
Fondue.
You a fondue guy? I went to a fondue place once in D.C. before we went to a Redskins game.
Is that the dip?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another 70s deal.
Oh, yeah?
Big in the 70s.
Huh. All right. Take a break. Wrap it up after this.
Yeah, they had those. That was...
This is your What's New update brought to you by Greenville Auto World. What's new? Greenville Auto World has new owners and is part of the DriveHereNow.com team of dealerships. New owner Tommy Cook and his team have 4 dealerships with a fully stocked inventory, over 200 SUVs, trucks, cars, and over 50 lenders, and has financing for anybody. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 at Bells Fork across from Speedway. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
You want a sub made the authentic Jersey way? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want a radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a talking dog that only talks about Jersey Mike's. My owner says, "Hey, buddy." And I'm like, "Get me an authentic Jersey sub." He says, "That's all you ever think about." And I say, "No. I also think about teaching myself to drive the Jersey Mike's, but until I figure that out, you're all I have." Woof, woof. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. Jersey Mike's, a suburb of.
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
This is Dr. Chris Barsani from Orthopedic Season Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injuries or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedic Seats provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Here with Tracy Ayers from ENC Pirate Realty, and you have some exciting news about your new partnership with Allen Tate Realtors.
Yes, we're very excited about our partnership with Allen Tate. Real estate is a people-centric industry. We chose to partner with Allen Tate due to its stellar reputation throughout North and South Carolina and its broader partnership with Howard Hanna. Please visit us on Fire Tower Road in Greenville or online at encpiraterealty.com. Remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates.
Hey O's fans, secure your 2024 Birdland membership now and receive an exclusive members-only Gunnar Henderson AL Rookie of the Year bobblehead. This exclusive gift comes with the purchase of any membership plan. Choose from reserved and flex options to get the plan that's right for you. Enjoy up to 30% off at concession stands and merch at Camden Yards team stores, plus Birdland rewards and more. Buy your membership today at Orioles.com/membership.
Pirate Radio, where it's always a great day to be a pirate.
I think it's gonna be a great day.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was... The Dow, as far as the stock market goes, was down 2 points today and closed at 38,459. The NASDAQ was up 271 points at 16,442. S&P was also up 38 points and finished out the day at 5,199. That's your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, back with you to wrap it up here, Coach. It was the Greg Hudson National Championship, UConn and Purdue, a couple of your former stops.
How about that? Yes.
So next year, I'm taking East Carolina and Florida State to meet.
In what sport?
In the men's basketball national championship.
You are mistaken.
Old Edie and crew couldn't get it done, but hey, how about remember we brought up Tristan Newton's name last week? Most outstanding player of the tournament, former
two-time national champion.
Yeah.
Is that the guard?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
UConn.
Yeah.
The team that won the championship the other night?
I thought he was at, why did I think he was at State? I don't know.
Because everybody's been talking about State the last month. Yeah,
that's probably why.
And it got old, and they're out. All right, Coach Hood, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll see you next time. Sean, enjoyed it, buddy.
Good luck on your calorie count.
Thank you.
And your drops.
Yes, sir. I'll have you take a look at them here soon.
Put them under the microscope.
The miracle drops.
Shirley, Zach, Joey, good to see you, buddy. Well, see you fine folks Friday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Rock. So long, everybody. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Welcome into the Holden Ayler Show, brought to you by Southern Ease. Big guest this week, Big John Williams, head strength coach of ECU football, joins the show on the other side. Hope you enjoy the show. If not, as always,
Holton Ahlers turns, and Holton will take off and run himself. He's at the 40-yard line. Holton Ahlers to the 30. Look at him go! 20, 10, 5, touchdown Pirates!
There's local politics, bud.
Yeah.